Welcome to Dark X. Dark X. You understand? Dark X.
Peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought Series right here on the old TBOT YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why you are here. And tonight, folks, for those of you who follow the Proper Thought Series, you all know who this lady is here to my right. Right here is teacher TANISHA.
What up, y'all?
In studio up in here. Can y'all hear me all right? Yes, no, maybe so. Can y'all hear me? The two of y'all that are watching, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear us okay?
Word. Press the like button, y'all. Press the like button.
Yeah.
Show the love for TPOT.
So those of you who know, peace, Little Rock, what's good, man? Those of you who follow the Proper Thought Series, y'all already know who teacher TANISHA is. She's up in studio tonight, y'all.
Yo.
So it's on. Yeah, it's on. I got some donations Tuesday. I don't know why y'all donate to me on days that I'm not on the air.
That's different.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's appreciated though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I always thank my subscribers. Like I always tell y'all at the beginning of every show, I consider y'all all to be supporters of mine, whether you drop coins on this platform or not. You support me with your views, you support me with your subscriptions, you support me with your being here, and of course with your coins. Now, like I always say, don't get me wrong, everybody likes money. Whoever says they don't like money, they tell them a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not about y'all money, man, because see, I work for mine. So it's not about y'all money. I appreciate your money, but I also appreciate your views, your subscriptions, you sharing the videos, you showing up here every week like y'all do, my loyal supporters. So, you know, I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm grateful, and I thank you But let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Tonight and last night, y'all. I know we supposed to have a show last night. I was supposed to have Brother Taz and Lady Nyla from Nyla Says. I know y'all know who those people are. I was supposed to have them on last night, but for some goddamn reason, y'all.
It was technical difficulty.
Yeah, shit was fucking up last night.
Yeah.
And as y'all can see, if y'all look right over here, y'all see my super chats are back. Yeah, they done gave it back. Because y'all know they had took my shit. They had took my super chats for like 2 months, y'all, over some bullshit. But they did give it back. So you can super chat at will. Last night, I tried to come on last night. I ended up having to write Brother Taz and apologizing to him and his wifey because for some reason last night I could not get on the fucking air. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on. They had my hangouts jammed up. I mean, I could not get on, y'all. I mean, I kept getting this fucked up message talking about too many redirects and all that bullshit. Those of you who are content creators and who have been through this before, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Last night was a motherfucker. All right. I sat up here and tried for like 2 hours trying to go live and shit. And for some reason, shit wasn't working. Yeah. So, but it's working now. So we back at it. I hit Brother Taz up and I told him, you know, what was happening. You know, I thought they had my fucking, my live stream shit. I thought they had my live streams frozen or some shit. But it's working now. And if I don't get, if Taz don't come through tonight, which he probably won't, because I know he works and shit. But if he don't, I'm gonna try to bring him and Lady Nyla up here next week. I'm gonna try that, y'all. And probably in another 2 weeks, we're gonna have Sister Ali up here. So y'all gonna want to be here for that one.
That'd be dope.
But Art, what's good, big bro? What's going on? My brother Art in the house. I see you up there, man. I guess you're gonna have to come. What's up, Mr. Black Culture? I see you up there, man. Yeah. So you know, the old Proper Thought series is back operating one more time. You know, I'm sitting here with Teacher Tanisha. Like I said before, y'all already know. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah, in the house.
Let me tell y'all something about Teacher Tanisha, right? Teach has been with me since I was in the booth back in like 2014, 2015. Yeah. She's been with TPOT ever since then. Ever since the beginning, Teach has been with me. We've had our ups and downs, her and I. We've had our fights and arguments and disagreements, but
not like that though. Not that way. Don't make it sound like that.
No, I'm telling the truth. You know, we've had our disagreements and all that kind of bullshit.
Brothers and sisters go through stuff, but it's not necessary.
Here she is. Yes. So, you know, the moral of the story is this. She's always been with me since the beginning, and she's still here with me now. Right. Actually, she's fucking here.
Yeah, man.
Here. Yes. Right here at the old TPOT headquarters. But tonight, y'all, we're going to talk about weed. Okay? And we're going to go off the beaten path because I know, you know, we always kind of talk about the same kind of shit on YouTube. You know, it's usually about males, females, relationships, all that kind of bullshit. It's always the same old shit. So we figured we would get all good looking Little Rock. Little Rock, he always hit me up on Super Chat. Right. Yeah, he always hit me up on Super Chat. Yeah, my Super Chats are back, man, because my fans like to Super Chat me. Okay? They like it. Damn it, YouTube. I smite thee. Yeah, but
YouTube better act like they know.
Yeah, usually it's always about relationships and who ain't shit, who is shit. Tonight we're gonna try to have a little fun and talk about some shit that's really fun. Like weed, for instance. It's no secret. Those of you who know me, y'all know, you know, I smoke weed from time to time, you know, probably from time to time. But don't smoke while I'm working. So any of y'all out there who I've worked on your equipment, don't worry. I don't be high when I work on your shit.
Nice to know.
Yeah, I don't be high when I work on your shit. But yeah. What I want to know tonight is weed part of our culture? Is it Is it part of black folks' culture? You know, because of course a lot of us smoke weed, but believe it or not, other races smoke a little more than we do.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, they do smoke more than we do now. We always the ones getting jammed up behind it, of course.
Unfortunately.
But other people actually smoke weed more than black folks do. Now, don't get me wrong, as black folks, we do smoke a lot of goddamn weed. All right, we do smoke a lot of weed, and to be honest with you, I don't even really know why. Okay, I started smoking weed when I was a young man. When I was like, I think I smoked my first joint when I was like 18. And when I first smoked the joint, the way it made me feel kind of shocked me a little bit. Like, you know, when the first joint I ever smoked, it kind of shocked me. All right. I was like,
what the hell?
Yeah, what am I feeling? And then
That's funny.
You know, I mean, but after that, the second time, I was like, quote unquote, used to it. You know, I knew what I was going to feel the second time. And ever since then, you know, and I've stopped smoking weed off and on. I mean, I've had periods when I didn't smoke weed for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Then I'll stop smoking for like 6 months, smoke a little bit here and there, then don't smoke no more. You know, over the course of the last year, I smoked pretty regularly. At least a couple times out the week, I'm gonna smoke me a blunt, you know, a joint or something. I mean, I ain't even gonna front. At least once or twice a week. Usually in the weekends, usually at night. You know, she one of my smoking partners and shit.
No, I am not. I used to be. I used to be. Yes, people, I dabbled. Yeah. I don't want everybody to be like, oh, because we got dreads and stuff. That's why we smoke, because that's not why. But yes. I dabble and dabble, but I can't anymore.
Yeah,
she used, job.
She used to be one of my co-conspirators.
No, but
not anymore.
When we did, it was more on the level of we were building. It wasn't just like
like
it's
usually when we were in the middle of doing some shit.
You
know. But me, what I think often happens with weed is like a vice, okay? Weed is a vice.
Yeah.
And you know, probably the people who have the most shit going on in their life probably smoke the most goddamn weed. Because when you smoke weed, you forget about shit, man. You know, just like any other vice. Drinking.
Or you might figure it out.
Yeah, that too, possibly.
Like if it's a problem and you know you kind of meditate on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're quiet and you know it's just you and a creator. You can kind of figure things out, or just realize it's not that serious.
Yeah. But I feel like this: if you're a motherfucker that don't have your own responsibilities in order, you don't need to be fucking smoking weed.
But that's 1 billion.
Yeah. I mean, motherfuckers shouldn't be smoking weed who aren't responsible.
Right.
Okay.
That's facts.
Okay. You still living home with your fucking mama. The last motherfucking thing you need to be doing.
Yeah, you need to be giving her that money towards the rent.
Yeah.
That's what you need to be doing.
You still living in grandma's attic. Okay.
Right.
You don't need to be up in grandma's attic smoking weed.
Right.
Yeah, you shouldn't be up there doing that.
No.
All right. You shouldn't be up there smoking weed. Plus, you know, weed fucks with you many different ways. Now, weed will keep you from getting a fucking job. Okay, we know that already. It'll keep you from getting a job. Weed will fuck with your short-term memory. All right. You can remember shit that you did 5 years ago, but you can't remember shit you did 5 minutes ago. All right. Yeah, you can remember what you did 5 years ago, but what you did 5 minutes ago.
I don't know when I used to burn if I went through that.
What?
Like, I think if I forgot something, it probably was intentional. Like, I wanted to forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't so much like, oh, I meditated and then I was like, oh shit, what's my name? Where my goddamn keys at?
Yeah,
but everybody loses the lighter though. Like that was a problem I had. It could be me by myself. Where's the lighter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was my short-term thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, and by the way, Teach is going to be starting her own YouTube channel.
Yeah,
because you know she's part of the TPOT family.
Yeah.
So you know we're going to try to build her channel up. I want y'all to go down there, subscribe to her shit. You know, because if you don't, I'll haunt you in your dream. I will haunt you in your dreams.
We'll be up in your place
tonight.
What's going on?
You
Why you
know?
ain't subscribe?
Then after I haunt you and oh shit, J 216. Oh, you want to hear it, don't you? Because you know I got that shit. You know I got it, right?
Hey, blessed love.
You know I got it, young Jay, right? Where is
Bismillah.
it? Where is it? I know what you want to hear.
Blessings, y'all.
I know what you want to hear.
No.
Yeah.
Lick shots in that.
You know I got the sound. I got the sound effects for you, young Jay.
Word.
You my man. I got the sound effects for you,
They
man.
on deck.
Yeah, I got them for you. Yeah, but me, this is what I think. This is what I think of weed. I think it should be legal. Okay, it should be legal.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be continuing to throw people in fucking jail for it. Okay, they shouldn't be doing that. And also, I think that there should be, being that it would be legal, to put some age restrictions on it.
Right.
Okay. You're a little 12, 13-year-old motherfucker.
You need to go do your homework.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on
Right.
with life. Dallas Cowboys, what's good, man? I see you up there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be smoking the shit if you're 12 and 13 and 14 and shit like that. You shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't. Now, I'm not trying to tell y'all that you should go out and start smoking weed if you don't, okay? I'm not trying to tell you to smoke more if you only smoke a little. I'm not. But what I'm saying is this. We as Black people, we have a lot of vices, right? And I think weed is probably one of the most innocent. And when I say innocent, it's because there's no true record of anybody really overdosing on weed.
Yeah, I don't think there's no such thing.
I don't think there's anything on record speaking to someone killing someone because they smoked some weed.
Right.
I don't think there's anything on record where someone has, you know, got really, really violent, okay, and went on a killing spree because of weed. Exactly. But you can say all of that shit about other substances, including alcohol. Yes. Okay? Alcohol, crack, meth, dope, heroin. I mean, and for those of you who live in your mother's attic,
that attic folks, man.
For those of you who live in your mother's attic, even you aren't going to steal grandma's DVR player to go buy weed. You're not going to do it. Now, if you smoke crack, now
you might go.
Yeah, you'd be stealing grandma's DVR. Okay, you steal her DVR, go buy you some crack, go back up in her attic and smoke it, and pretend like you didn't just steal grandma's
need to kick
DVR.
Your ass out.
Oh yeah, grandma definitely need to kick you the fuck out. Okay, especially if you're 35. Yeah, if you're 35, grandma should have kicked you out like
a long time
ago.
A
long time ago. Yeah, she should have kicked you out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I think that just like any other controlled substance, because make no mistake, the government still considers weed to be a controlled substance. I think it's a Schedule 3. I'm not sure, like a Schedule 3 controlled substance. So the government still sees it as legal, even though illegal, even though states have legalized
for
it.
Recreational, medicinal usage.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in the government's eyes, it is still a controlled substance. So that should be abolished because, see, people are making big money on weed out west, okay? I know a brother from out west, and he's making some good money off of weed, okay? Weed is a cash cow, all right?
Especially now.
You goddamn right it is, because all the tax revenue and shit that's coming in from it, I mean, no wonder them states legalized, because, see, all that tax money is revenue for the state.
Yes, they're getting that bread.
You know?
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Mel. For your "you understand" quote and your sinister laugh. You understand? Y'all know where I got that from, right? Y'all know where I got that "you understand" from?
You understand? And what's my other thing? You know what I'm saying?
I got that from her.
That's that Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I can't help
I got that from Teach, y'all. But far as weed is concerned, I think it's been a little overblown. Um, the laws,
Yeah.
because make no mistake, man, a lot of these drug laws, man, they were designed for us, y'all. They weren't designed for other people. They were designed to keep us from getting our hands on it. Okay. Now, if weed was something only white folks did, they wouldn't have no problem with it.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
wouldn't. They wouldn't have any problem with it. But we already know that because we know the differences between crack laws and cocaine laws, right? Cocaine was mostly for who? White
Yeah.
folks. Who was
Fellas.
smoking crack? Us.
Yeah.
So that's why the crack laws were different. Okay. You could do more time for that much of crack than you could for
2 kilos.
this much of cocaine. All right.
Yeah.
Why? Because who was more likely to have crack?
Us,
Us.
unfortunately.
Who's more likely to have cocaine?
Damn.
Some freaking hedge fund manager who works
Yes.
on Wall Street.
Yes.
Okay.
Facts.
All
You're
right.
broker.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
Motherfucker wear a watch that costs more than my house.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it was for those people.
Well, don't they? What the people who are like into coke? Don't they call it like it's if you have money, that's what you're supposed to be on, like coke.
Yeah, it was like
crack and stuff is like for poor people.
yeah,
like
the poor
basically
people
is
high.
what they trying
It's
to.
poor
Yeah.
people high.
that's-
Yeah. And because I know, I mean, when I was coming up, dudes, I mean, cocaine was way more expensive. You know, I mean, you buy like a 25 little packet of cocaine and shit. That shit was only like that big.
Damn.
You know, because back in the days we used to buy cocaine, you know, because you know we wanted to get up with coke whores and coke sluts. Y'all know what coke whore, you brothers know what a coke whore and a coke slut is, right? You go there, you bring a $25 bag of cocaine, you put it on the freaking table, and they take a couple tubes of the shit, and before you know it,
She's on the stripper
yeah,
pole.
oh hell yeah, they start coming out of their goddamn clothes, shit. Shit, they start freaking taking the fucking cocaine and they're snipping it off of anything, anything you put it on.
Oh,
You know, licking it off of anything you put it on too.
Tell them we don't want to know that.
So we used to buy the cocaine for the coke sluts, right? And you know, you go there and be a couple coke sluts there. You know, everybody have a $25 bag.
Still saying that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
You know, you put it on the table and they snip it and you drink a couple beers and you hang out with the girls and shit. But that was a big deal, you know, because, you know, when you a young guy, you know, $25 for something that, you know, can fit in the palm of your hand was like, what the hell, you know? And a lot of times, you know, the coke sluts, they wanted a lot of coke. So, you know, you fuck around and spend like $200 fucking around with them hoes. But see, when the crack era, because I remember when people used to do something called freebase, all right? That was before the whole crack thing, all right? Y'all remember that song, Freebasing? Y'all remember that song? That's what they was talking about. They was talking about that shit, all right? And that was like kind of before crack. That preceded crack. And when crack came, they just went crazy over it. Black people couldn't get enough of that shit. They just loved the cool, refreshing.
Destroyed the hell out of us.
Yeah, they loved the cool, refreshing taste of crack. So, you know, they just went all out with it like it was a Pepsi or Coca-Cola or some shit like that. But me, I was always a weed person. All right. I was always smoked weed. I liked weed and I liked drinking beer. Okay, that was my shit. Drinking liquor too, you know. I got a fresh bottle of fucking Tanqueray right here, right now.
Oh, Lord.
See, if y'all was here, y'all could take a sip with me and shit. But you're not. Yeah, I used to, you know, because see, back then, weed was relatively inexpensive back then. Cause shit, I would get a $5 bag of weed, man. That shit would be, I mean, for $5, it was that much.
Yeah, but now they have so many like exotics and you know different strands and stuff which are stronger, so you don't need as much. You know.
I mean, I thought by now weed would be, you know, pretty legal. Okay, by now. I thought it would be pretty legal, pretty much across the board. But the reason why they don't want it to be legal is, like I said, they are afraid that if you make it legal for everyone, what would happen is, number one, incarceration rates for weed would drop.
Yeah.
Okay, that would drop, right? Not only would the incarceration rates for weed drop, also the people who pilfer weed and sell weed and
Yeah.
shit like that, they would be able to eventually go into some type of business.
Right, and become
Yeah.
make their own little
Yeah, people who move a lot of weight a week. Because I know people right here, okay, in my city, who move lots of weight of weed.
I know no one.
Okay, they move lots of weight, and let me tell you something. If it became legal, those people would be in great shape. They would be making great business. Just like I know brothers in New York who have, they have deal with a lot of weed. I know brothers in Pennsylvania who deal with a lot of weed. So what it would do, it would create an economic base for people.
And mostly our people.
Yeah. And a lot of those people who it would create an economic base for would be black. And I think that that's kind of behind why they don't want it to be legal either. Okay. They want us to be doing it. They want it to be illicit. They want it to be something illicit that black people do.
Yeah.
Because long as black people are doing something illicit, we'll always be able to keep black people in jail.
Yeah, exactly. Make their money, the corporations who run the jails and all that.
Yeah, because y'all remember back in the day we did that the Profit of Prison series. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I ran it all down about how it is with mass incarceration. So I'm not even going to get all into it tonight. That's for another night. But I think that is the main reason. I think, like I said before, if only white folks smoked it, it would have been legal like 30 years ago.
Right.
It'd already be legal.
Because when they use it, they need it because it's medicinal for them. It helps them to cope with their depression.
For cancer.
But
and shit
for
like
us,
that.
it's oh my God, oh no, they're doing that stuff again. They're gonna.
Yeah, they're on
double
pot.
standard.
We don't want the black folks smoking pot.
No ganja.
No pot.
Ganja.
But
Coffee burn.
But what bothers me more than anything else, not so much that they want to keep it illegal and shit like that. What bothers me is that they try to. You always hear people say that weed is a gateway drug, right? Oh, weed's a gateway drug. You start smoking weed, the next thing you know, you'll be on meth and heroin.
That's not true, because look how many, how many old time Rasta man and Rasta woman I know burn weed all day life.
Yeah.
They ain't never, from what I know.
Let me tell you something.
Else, so.
I know a lot of people, right? And all the people I know over the course of my lifetime, right? None of them have went from smoking weed to smoking crack and meth and doing heroin. None of them. And I mean, none of them. So this gateway shit
is a myth.
That's something beyond my pay grade.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen it. And I know a lot of brothers. I know brothers who started smoking weed when I started smoking weed. I know brothers that started smoking weed before I was smoking weed. Okay. And I'm a 50-year-old man. All right. So I know people who have smoked weed for 30 years or more. They're not doing other shit.
Right.
They're not on meth. They're not on acid.
And if they want to give certain drugs to certain people, y'all know meth that's not our thing. That's like what they call
that's a white boy drug.
Right.
White folks smoke meth.
Right.
But
and then break in your house and take your equipment.
And see, this is the thing. Anybody, now I'll say this. Anyone who they started smoking weed and then they went to crack and all that shit. That was some shit they was going to do anyway.
Right.
It had nothing
stronger.
It had nothing to do with the fucking weed.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do. If you know some old crackhead who used to smoke weed like 10 years ago, it's not because of the weed that they smoke crack, man. All right? They smoke crack because they fucked around and took the hit of a crack pipe.
Right.
And never stopped.
Right.
Because usually most people who do crack and shit like that, They don't even fuck with weed anymore.
Right.
Okay? A crackhead do not want a blunt. They don't want it. Now he'll take it. You know, if he happened to be walking by y'all and y'all and y'all got a cipher going.
For those of y'all who know crackheads who
Yeah.
pass when you burn the blunt.
You know, if the crackhead walked by the cipher, you know, he might take a hit, you know, but he taking that hit in lieu of the crack pipe.
No, Lord.
Yeah, he wants the crack pipe. So he's smoking that, you know, just kind of to feel something until he get the real shit. Y'all know how it is. You see him, they had a fucking hand and shit. Cracking
Look
it.
at you. But you had to do that. That's the face. That's
They be walking, they had that shit in their hand. But
the crackhead fist.
see, weed ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, weed, you put it in your pocket. Yeah, you put it in your pocket. You know, because see, crack, motherfucker just take the crack and just kind of put it in your hand and shit, you know, so you got to hold it. You ever see somebody walking down the street like this? They got crack. They got crack in their shit. Yeah, that's the crackhead.
Not in their pocket?
That's the crackhead hand. That's the I just copped a rock of crack hand. Okay?
That 8-ball.
Yeah, I just copped it.
Y'all
And
remember,
boy, they
y'all
holding
remember
it tight.
the 8-ball jackets? Y'all remember those? Those was the bomb. Those were. I'm sorry, I just thought about it.
Yeah, man. Shit. But far as weed concerned, I think a lot of us, I think black society kind of needs weed. I know I titled this stream, you know, the need for weed, but I mean, I think black society kind of relies on weed. Because there's not too many fucking black neighborhoods you can go to and not find the shit. Okay? It's not like, you know, if you go somewhere where it's a bunch of black people, if it's 5 black people standing around, they don't even got to be smoking no weed. At least 2 of them Negroes in that group know where you can find some weed.
2 out of the 5.
Yeah, at least 2. They know. I mean, I know down here where I live, brothers will walk right up on you and be like, yo, man, I got that gas. Yo, man, I got that whatever. Yeah, they'll walk right up on you.
Wow.
You ain't even got to look for the shit.
Maybe they
Shit.
came.
Yeah, I was coming out the smoke shop, man, last week. Said I walked out there, dude walked right. Oh, what's up, OG? Young dude, too. He couldn't been no more than like 19.
Oh, damn.
He like, what's up, OG? Yo, I got that gas, OG. I'm like, you got that gas? What you mean? What, Sunoco? Getty? You know, I'm fucking with him. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sunoco? Getty? What you got? Chevron? Shell? He's like, no, man, I got them dubs. Because down here they call it dub. You know, a 20 bag is a dub sack. No, man, I got that dub sack.
A dub been a dub for life.
I said, I got a dub.
Dub
you know?
20.
But I didn't buy none of this shit from him because, number one, this motherfucker, I've never seen him before in my life. Number 2, he could have been anybody. Number 3, already had weed. So,
so much for check him out.
I did take his number, though. Like, let me get your number. Just in case my dude fuck around and go out of town. Let me get
emergency backup.
Yeah, let me get your number. Just in case my man go out of town. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to look hard for weed, man. And I think what has happened with weed, I think weed has evolved. I think weed used to be more of a young folks drug. Now it's more of an older folks drug.
Well, that's because everybody back in the days who was young at that time grew up smoking it, and they still do.
Yep. I know people in their 60s and 70s. I know people in their 60s and 70s that smoke weed. All right. I know old ass men and old ass women that smoke marijuana. Yeah, they smoke marijuana. So, I mean, I think weed has done black society more good than harm. I mean, of course it has its effects or whatever, but I think that a lot of things have been spared, I should say, in black society because of weed. Why? Because what you want to do after you smoke weed, you don't want to fight, you don't want to kill nobody. You don't want to shoot nobody. You don't want to do none of that shit.
Yeah, most likely you have some type of, if you were having negative thoughts prior to you, I mean, it should enable you or help you have a more positive outlook on whatever you're going through. Or if you're trying to ignore something and it hits your emotions, you might cry it out, get over it, but you know, you move past it.
That's true.
Well, at least that's how it was for me when I, you know, used to dabble. And right now for like professional reasons, I don't, because when you're into certain things, especially law enforcement, you can't. So you might not do that because you want to keep your damn job. You got to make money.
Yeah, she can't smoke because of her job.
Yeah.
See me, I'm the boss at my shit. So
yeah, and one day I will be of mine too.
So I can smoke at the job.
Yeah, and then I have to.
But I don't do it, y'all. I don't do it. I don't do it. Don't think I work on your shit high because I don't. But the thing with it, because I know a lot of motherfuckers ain't dead right now because I smoked weed when I was in my 20s.
Right.
You smoke a joint, you start thinking about shit, and you're like, man, it ain't even worth all that shit. Yeah, there's a couple motherfuckers walking around.
Ain't even worth it.
There are a couple people walking around right now because I smoked weed when I was younger. Because if I wasn't smoking weed, I probably would have shot them Negroes.
God.
Yeah, I probably would have shot them.
About to cook you
they probably be dead. Yeah, I mean, I ain't even, that's all seriousness. There 2 or 3 dudes walking around right now because my ass smoked weed when I was younger. Right.
And thank God, because you ain't in prison for life because of them people. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think many of us actually need it. Because you hear people say that shit. You hear people say, oh man, I need some weed. They have almost a crack look like, oh man, I need some weed.
No, don't say, woo, that depression hit. They try not to bust people's skulls open.
But
that would be a reason why.
The reason I wanted to talk about this tonight is because, number one, I wanted to talk about something different. I'm so tired of talking this black paradigm stuff, man. And I mean, we hear these conversations all the time. Now, next week, we'll probably get right back into the same old bullshit, but
it's not bullshit, but the same similar topic.
Some of it is. Some of it is bullshit. Some of it is regurgitated bullshit. You look at one fucking stream, you see the same shit on another stream. I'm like, shit is starting to be too repetitive now.
Maybe because people keep on continuously doing the same stupidness. And it's like, I just spoke to y'all and told you, open your minds and think. And then you go listen to the show and then go do that fugaziness. Like, stop doing stupid stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, because we can't. Let me be clear about this, right? I'll say again, the reason why I want to talk about this, number one, I want to talk about something a little lighter tonight. Like I said, we're always talking about relationships and black folks and this and that shit, all this other shit. And we act sometimes like those are the only fucking things that matter in black society. Like, we are so concerned with who's laying down with who's dating who's being with who. I mean, we so wrapped up in that shit that we act like that is the only thing. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very important, but there's so many other aspects. There's so many other aspects to life, for us black folks. I mean, we have a lot of problems, okay? There's a lot of challenges with black society. We all know that. All of us on YouTube, we fucking all know that. I mean, it's no secret.
Right.
All right.
We see it every day.
Yeah, we see it every day. A lot of us live it. We have members of our family that go through it and all that shit. Yeah. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter, because it does matter. Yeah. All right. But tonight, I wanted to talk about something different. I wanted to talk about something a little more light-hearted. I wanted to do something a little more fun. I got the right hand of TPOT here, live and direct.
Thanks, bro.
In the studio. So let me ask Teach.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about the whole weed thing? Like, what do you think weed? Do you think weed is a good thing or a bad thing for us as the people?
I mean, I think if you abuse anything or use anything too much, it could be a bad thing for you. So that goes with that part. But as far as herb itself, no, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it, that there's anything bad about it. I mean, it's a plant, number one. I mean, you do have plants that are poisonous, but marijuana is not one of them. It does help people before people started doing studies and now they figured out how to make money off of it. Way back in the days, people used it for depression. You know, people used it because they were sick, they needed to eat to, you know, for their appetite, you know, for different illnesses and stuff. And sometimes just because they had a long day, work their ass off, and that's their way to relax. Just like some people come home and they might have like a glass of wine, or what is that sitting there, a shot or whatever, whatever brother X got said. Yeah, that Tangeray, you know. So, and some people are like social with it, you know, if they have like friends over or whatever, and you know, they might do that and, you know, play a hand of spades while they're doing with that, whatever, you know. So from my personal opinion, I don't feel that it's a negative substance or that it's something bad for people, because I've never heard or seen anybody do anything violent or anything, um, you know, out of character that would, you know, make you be like, damn, you don't need to smoke no damn more. You know, some people unfortunately have had herb, you know, probably mixed with other things in it that people have gave them and they tripped out, but that was because of the added on substance. It wasn't because of the herb itself. I've heard people say before that they don't like smoking herb because it makes them think. Now that's deep. To me, that's deep, because it's like it makes you think about what is it that it makes you think about? Because usually, well, for me, you know, then for me it was more okay, you know, um something kind of spiritual, not kind of, but you know, spiritual. It was for certain reasons. I think when people are taking it outside of that and they more, you know, get ignorant afterwards, you know, because that's what they want to do, not because they're influenced by the herb itself, and it enhances whatever thought process they're having prior to engaging in herb, then they might go and act stupid. I think those people don't need to smoke weed. But if you're smoking weed and you don't want to smoke it anymore because it makes you think about something, or it makes you realize something, or it makes you maybe figure out some things about yourself that you don't like, that you need to change, or something that you did that was fucked up to somebody that you might want to change, or you know, a bad memory that you kind of buried, you know, whatever it might have been, and it resurfaces and you think about it, but you don't want to think about it and handle it within self because it was a painful memory. So I think those might be the people that have like an adverse or negative effect to it. But besides that, I don't see anything wrong with it, you know, especially if anybody is using it to literally heal physical or mental or emotional, you know, problems or anguish. You know, of course, you know, God is the answer to all, you know, but he said, I give you every green herb for your food. You know, I know people that eat it, you know, everybody doesn't like necessarily smoke it, especially if the person is into like real holistic health. You will not see anybody that's in, except for Dr. Sabi, God bless him. You know, he used to burn his ganja, but he said that it was for medicinal purposes and he found nothing wrong with it. But you have some health practitioners, you know, holistic health practitioners who don't smoke it. And if they do partake of it, it will be very organic and it will be, you know, prepared maybe in a drink or something edible. You know what I mean? So I don't think anything is wrong with it, you know, but if it's bringing something out of you that maybe you don't want to face or realize or focus on, maybe that's something in your life you should focus on and you should try to fix, you know?
Yeah, but me, I don't pass judgment on you. if you
No judgment.
if you smoke weed, because see, I smoke this shit sometime my damn self.
Or eat it.
You know? Yeah, I've had the edibles and shit. I've had the brownies, I've had the cookies, I've had all that shit. So I mean, I'm familiar with the whole, you know, weed is food shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
The healing of the nation.
Yeah. I think if more of us smoked fucking weed, probably less of us would be running out there shooting and killing each other and shit. You know, I mean,
or at least you could sit down with the person you want to shoot and kill and like talk about it.
Yeah,
be a little diplomatic about it.
I come from it from a different angle. I mean, you know, I mean, if you, for instance, like I said earlier, if they went ahead and legalized it, right? Say they legalized marijuana. Number one, that would create a lot of jobs for a lot of people. It would. Yeah, I mean, A lot of people would be employed because you would need people to work in that dispensary. You would need people to work on those farms. You would need people working, out in the sorters and the cutters and the clippers and you would need people to do that shit. So it would create a lot of fucking jobs. To be honest,
brings money.
Yeah, man, I have thought so much about moving out west to a state where weed is legal, so I can start growing the shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can start
people
growing
are
it.
banking. Like,
Of
people
course they
making
are.
bread
Of course they are.
Right?
Of course they are.
Seriously.
And I have considered it. I mean, I've considered just packing up and fucking moving, and fucking getting a house.
Move, I'm coming.
Get a house out there and shit.
Sucker.
Because I can do that. I can do that shit now because all my kids are adults. So I can jump up and get on a plane and go to fucking Brazil and never come back if I want to. Okay, and they'll never see me again unless they come to fucking Brazil to see me. But I was thinking about that. I was thinking, Vancouver guy, what's good, man? Been a while, man. Yeah, I know. Out there in where you at in Canada, I know it's legal.
Oh, you was paranoid, Dark Man Jeff.
Well, paranoia is part of the fun.
That's too much. I start.
The paranoia is part of the fun. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, there's so many more things, man, that are worse than someone who smokes fucking weed, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
now, way more severe, more serious.
You don't want your 12-year-old smoking it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't want your 12-year-old smoking it.
Right.
But there's so much more shit that's worse than smoking weed. Now, mind you, I wouldn't want the person who's the pilot of the plane smoking the shit either.
Right.
Okay? I wouldn't
wait till we land safely.
I don't want the motherfucker who's driving the Uber to be on weed. Okay, I don't want the train conductor to be on weed. I don't want the bus driver to be on weed. I don't want my surgeon who's operating on me to have just smoked the blunt.
To be okay. All
right. I don't want my surgeon to have just smoked the blunt when he come in there and be like, okay, scalpel, and hopefully
and
hopefully the motherfucker who's handing him the tools, they ain't smoked neither.
Right,
he asked for a scalpel, they give him a fucking chainsaw and shit. Right. So yeah. Of course, certain people you don't want smoking weed. Of course, we understand that. But there's also certain people you don't want drinking. Right? You don't want them drinking liquor. You don't want them drinking fucking beer. Right? You don't want them smoking cigarettes. You don't want them chewing tobacco. You don't want them fucking smoking cigars. So I think that marijuana itself should be along the lines of those other things. They should be, because you have so many people in this world now who use it medicinally. Okay,
right? Yeah,
they do. Now some people front. They go in there with a hangnail and tell a doctor they need.
Did you say a hangnail?
They go in there with a fucking hangnail and tell the doctor that
give me a blunt.
I need a weed card, doc. Of course you're gonna have people doing that, because wherever there's anything legitimate, there's always gonna be people who are illegitimate. On the outside, on the edges of it, there's always going to be people who do shit, illegitimately. But with so many people smoking weed now, you might as well fucking legalize the shit, because see, if you legalize the shit, like I said before, not only do you eliminate some of that incarceration, you probably will eliminate some of the more shady motherfucking figures that's in the whole weed thing.
Yeah,
you would probably probably eliminate a lot of that shit too.
Yeah,
you would. Because how many of us black people don't know somebody who done fucking got caught with some weed?
Yeah, and then got locked up for time that was like
weed.
Yeah.
Okay, not coke, not crack, not heroin, weed.
And like a personal amount, not with bricks and stuff. We ain't talking about that. He mean like, a little
motherfucker get caught with like a half an ounce.
Right, exactly.
Get caught with like a little half an ounce, and now he got he's on probation, he's all shit. But all that shit would be eliminated. It would be eliminated because, see, if the weed is legal, now people don't have to deal with it illegally. And let me tell you what I mean. If weed is legal in a particular place and the cop pull you over, right, and you got a legal amount of weed on you, guess what that means? That means you're not going to go to jail, and the motherfucker might end up having to give it back to you, especially if you got a fucking prescription for it.
Well, yeah.
But if it's legal for recreational use, you don't have to have a prescription for it. It's not illegal. So you get pulled over, you take your speeding ticket, and you roll your blunt while he's writing that ticket. When he walk up to the car,
calm you down.
When he walk up to the car, you like this.
If we walk up to the car, don't do that.
When he walk up to the car, hey, your ticket, shit, you rolling a blunt. God damn it. Yeah, you rolling.
Can I help you?
Yeah, officer? You rolling a blunt.
Mr.
Like,
Officer.
You know? Trust me.
Don't do that.
Trust me. If more states legalize weed, I guarantee you less black folks will get killed by the police. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, see, when you high, you don't give a fuck what's going on. You don't give a fuck what's going on. Police roll up, the last thing you're going to be trying to do is fight the motherfuckers if you all blunted up. That's the last thing you're going to be trying to do. You're going to be too busy laughing and shit. Yeah, you're going to be laughing. They're going to take your ass and take your hands and put them behind your back. You'll be laughing all the way to the precinct and shit. Lord. Yeah. They won't have to pepper spray you or nothing. All they got to do is give your ass a blunt. Shit. They let you smoke that blunt. Shit. You ain't going to be trying to, fight the police. Huh? Yeah, you're not going to be trying to fight the police. You know, if you're all high and shit. You're not.
Yeah, but police, even if we did, everybody was all, however, with herb, they would still shoot us any day.
Oh, well, of course, of course.
That don't mean nothing.
Some Negroes are going to get killed, but I mean, that's just the way it is. But if you are a person who's a laid back weed smoker, you're less likely to be confrontational with the police.
Anyway,
because you're less likely to be confrontational with anyone. Yeah. When you high. I mean, most people, when they smoke weed and shit, they don't smoke weed and fight. They don't. Yeah, what you do when you smoke weed? What you do when you smoke weed? You smoke weed, your ass eat, right? You eat, you may drink a little bit, okay? You eat, you drink, and you fuck. That's what you do when you fucking smoke weed. You're not out there trying to rob liquor stores. You're not out there holding up gas stations. You're not knocking old ladies in the head on the subway. You're not doing that shit when you're under the influence of weed. Did you say
old ladies in the head on the subway? He took it back to the 80s in New York and Brooklyn and the Bronx.
Yeah, you're not knocking old ladies in the head in the subway. Yeah, you're not doing that. Because when you're on weed, your mind isn't there. Your mind is on some other shit. Weed makes you think about other shit. It does. How often y'all know somebody that went and robbed a liquor store after they smoked the blunt?
That's true. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Because usually you smoke weed, you can't do shit anyway. Shit. Especially if the shit good. If you can smoke weed and still go rob a liquor store, well, you smoking the wrong kind of fucking. Yeah, you smoking the wrong kind of weed. Cause weed that's decent, you ain't gonna want to rob no liquor store, all right? You gonna want to go eat everything in the motherfucking refrigerator, okay, and sit in front of your fucking Xbox.
Pull up the Chick-fil-A, like, let me get a number.
If you smoke a fucking blunt and then leave from smoking the blunt and go rob something, man, you shouldn't be smoking that weed. That weed is bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit weed. Because good weed gonna make you be like, you know what, man? I'm going home and eat everything in the cabinet. Yeah, if you smoking good shit, that's what's gonna make you do. Shit ain't gonna make you go out and shoot nobody in the head or rob old lady at the bus stop or steal somebody's car. I mean, you're not going to do this shit. You're not going to do this shit if you're on weed. So I would venture to say that if you personally don't need weed, I think collectively Black society needs weed in it, even if everybody's not smoking it. You understand? And I'll tell you what I mean. There are certain people within Black society who smoke weed, and they are an integral part of Black society. Those people who smoke weed, they're part of Black society. And like I said, a lot of those people who smoke weed, they would probably be a lot more dangerous to other people if they didn't. Because I know I would have.
I probably would have took a couple of heads off too.
Yeah. When I was younger, you know, because back in the day, shit, I used to carry the fucking nickel-plated 38s. So, I mean, I probably would have shot quite a few motherfuckers if I hadn't, you know, been smoking weed. You know, you smoke a blunt, you think about shit like, man,
it ain't worth it.
Yeah,
Don't go to jail. Ain't even
worth it. But see, if you ain't got no weed,
especially for killing your own.
Yeah, if you ain't got no weed, you're like, I'm going to kill that nigga. You know, so I think there is a certain segment of Black population that weed has actually been a benefit. You know, it's been a benefit to them. You know, now my thing is this. I mean, you smoke weed, you should be an adult. All right.
Yes.
Number one, if you're a person that smokes weed, because I don't judge people. I mean, because like I said, I smoke the shit from time to time myself. So, number one, if you smoke weed, you should be a motherfucker who's old enough to afford it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number two, if you are a person that live in grandma's attic or live in mom's basement, you probably shouldn't be smoking weed. You shouldn't be smoking weed at all.
Period.
And if you are smoking,
your grandma and your mom's that rent money and stop playing. Save up your bread. Now, get out.
Now I know that that's impossible for Negroes to do the right thing most of the time. So if you are a person living in grandma's attic or living in mama's basement, if you are smoking it, it shouldn't be in their attic or in their fucking basement. All right. Go off somewhere and smoke weed somewhere else. Yeah. You shouldn't be smoking weed on their property, okay? Because it's their property, not yours,
and
motherfucker.
Granny don't like it.
Yeah.
Granny don't like it.
You just a motherfucker that live in the basement, okay? Because let me explain something else to y'all, okay? If you still live with your mom and your grandmama, guess what, motherfucker? You don't have a place to stay. You don't have a home. Yeah. Okay, you don't have a home. You have a place to stay. That's grandma's home. Right. That's mama's home. Motherfucker, you just got a place to stay. Yeah. Okay, because if something happened to mama and grandma, your ass would be standing on the side of the road with a fucking sign talking about you work for food and shit. So you don't have a home, motherfucker. You got a place to stay. All right, that's all you got is a place to stay. It's mom's home. Okay, let's be clear about that. So if you're smoking weed and shit, and you're a young motherfucker and you're living in your parents' house, you should at least have enough respect to not smoke the shit in their house or on their property. Go walk up the fucking street. Go to your man's house. You know, his mom trap house. She'll let you smoke in there. Ooh. You know, yeah, she's trap house. She'll let you smoke. She'll probably sit there smoking with you, motherfuckers.
Ooh,
you know,
trap house.
She's 35, y'all 17. She's sitting around smoking weed with y'all and shit. Also, if you smoking weed and shit, you probably shouldn't be smoking any weed from any place.
Yeah, right? For you get your shit laced.
You shouldn't be doing that either.
Yeah, that's true.
All right? You shouldn't be smoking weed from anywhere. Yeah. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. Because, I mean, you know, I was young too. I get it. Yeah. You know, weed, you want to be nice. You want to giggle. You want to feel the eyes low and red and chinky and all that shit. I get it. But what you got to understand is weed, especially you young folks. I'm not talking to motherfuckers who are adults and got their own money and got their own job and doing their own thing and all that shit. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all adults, y'all responsible, y'all do your own shit. I'm talking about these young motherfuckers who still live with mama. Yeah. Okay? You motherfuckers shouldn't even be smoking reefer. To be honest, you shouldn't. Why should you smoke weed?
Yeah,
motherfucker.
You got your own.
You ain't even got your own place to live. Yeah. What you doing high?
Right. For what? Like, what stresses do you have? You ain't got no bills to pay.
You live with mom.
People to take care.
You live with mom. What you doing high? What do you need to be high for? You don't need to be high. You can feel the experience of being high in your own shit. In your own house
with your grades. Be high for that. Like your mom's, I got my grade point average is crazy. It's bananas. Yeah, like I got accepted to 3 colleges. Like be high for that.
Young folks don't need to be fucking with weed anyway, because see, y'all fucking little tiny brains haven't developed all the way. And what happens is marijuana has a tendency to stunt it and kill it. You know, marijuana has a tendency to kill brain cells. So you don't want to be
like, is that factual?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kills brain cells. Kills brain cells. And it's definitely bad for a young developing mind. I mean, if you're
if it's killing brain cells,
if you're a 13, 14-year-old kid, the last motherfucking thing you want to be doing is smoking weed,
right?
Because it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck up your short-term memory. It's gonna fuck up your concentration and shit.
And you need it for school. Yeah. You need to be.
You don't want to be walking up into your fucking second period science class and shit fucking high as a motherfucker.
Lord, you ain't like the children used to be in transit tech.
You ain't gonna learn shit. You ain't gonna learn shit. If you're a person who smoked weed before you go to fucking school, that mean you ain't gonna learn any fucking way.
Yeah.
What the fuck you learning?
Yeah.
How you
and you sleeping in class.
Yes. How you like mastering algebra, biology, trigonometry, chemistry? How you mastering that shit and you all high off the blunt?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you smoke that shit I smoke. That shit I smoke, shit, boy. You hit that shit, boy. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. What?
For some people, well, in high school, I don't know, because I remember, not gonna say any names, don't worry, relax. But there used to be people who would go and like burn it down, come in a whole school smelling like a marijuana air freshener, and bust all their classes out. Like, you looking at their paper. Wait, what's number 8? That's number.
Yeah, when we was in high school, our thing was beer. You know, having sneaking
in Brooklyn, they would be cutting to go smoke
sneaking malt liquor
and BDs and all that and
we'd
all
be
that. Not me, because I ain't
malt
smoking.
liquor in there and shit. Colt 45 and Old English 800. We used to sneak that shit in school all the fucking time.
English, dang, you took it back, bro. I remember the brothers in front of the corner store
sneak that
chilling
shit in school all the time.
Yeah,
we would go into the auditorium, right? But you could get into the back way, and we would take a penny. We would take a penny and stick a penny in the little door,
so y'all could get back in.
Yeah, and it always left the door open. You know, you stick a penny right in that slot, and the door won't lock. We used to stick a penny in that motherfucker. Yeah, and we'd sneak in there. We'd go in there, man, and fucking drink beer and shit.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, we'd be that motherfucker fucked up. Motherfuckers, we got caught one time because motherfucker drunk so much, you just throwing up in the school. Goddamn it.
Wow.
Throwing up. You know?
Well, at least the staff wasn't getting lit with y'all. I know a school, I'm not gonna name the school, but some of the staff members used to, with the children down in the basement, and have they probably had more than weed. Just saying, it happens. It's going on in the schools. Go check out the goddamn school systems and the teachers and the staff and the janitors and the school safety. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
And the crossing guard.
Crossing guards. I don't know about the crossing guard, but I'm just speaking about what I know.
And the people,
at least what I knew.
And the people who deliver the food to the school.
And the people.
Check out every guy.
Uber Eats. Check out
every.
Investigate Uber Eats. Let me stop. No, not really. No.
But far as far as weed is concerned, man, I mean, I don't really have a problem with people that smoke weed. I really don't. I just think that if you smoke weed, you should be a fucking adult.
Yeah.
All right. Just like drinking and anything else. Okay. If you ain't old enough to fucking drink a beer, your ass ain't old enough to be smoking a joint.
Right.
Especially if you still live with your mama.
Yeah.
Okay. You still live with your mama. Motherfucker, you don't need to be high. What you need to be focusing on is trying to get into college or get the fuck out with your own place.
Right.
You don't need to be sitting around smoking weed with your dumb ass friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Because all them motherfuckers need to be concentrating on the same shit.
Right.
All right. Y'all motherfuckers is like 16, 17. Y'all standing around smoking blunts with money that fucking mama gave you.
Yeah.
That's what makes you not think about a fucking job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's why you ain't got no fucking focus on a job.
Right. And parents don't need to be holding their children back. Like, make sure they
absolutely not.
get up and get
absolutely
out and get
not.
on.
Especially you fucking, and this is for you parents who got these children who are like teenagers and you sit around and drink beer and smoke weed with them and their fucking friends. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because they're gonna they're gonna be living in the attic at what age?
Yeah,
35.
You're a fucking idiot if you sit there smoking weed with your damn teenage daughter.
While you yelling and screaming, at their ass, why you ain't getting no goddamn job?
Yeah.
Eat up on my food.
There's no fucking way they can respect you if they sit there and they smoke fucking blunts with you, mom.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
How they gonna respect you if when you come in the house, soon as you walk in the house, they be like, where the weed at?
Damn.
What kind of fucking relationship is that to have with
Can
your
I have
fucking
a
child?
hug?
All right. And it's a lot of y'all out there that do that shit.
Hmm.
It is. It's a lot of you out there that do it.
And your kids are gonna be living with you.
Fucking
till
hey.
they're 80.
Shit. You sitting around, if you sitting around smoking weed and shit, I mean, with your teenage fucking children, man, do you actually think your children have a fucking future?
Yeah.
Huh? Do you actually think they're really respecting you as a fucking parent? You can't sit there at the fucking table and smoke a blunt with them and their friends, and then tomorrow wake up and try to tell them to clean their room. Think about that.
Cause the room not clean.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell them. Oh, you can't tell them to clean their room when last night y'all was all sitting around the table smoking
So 4
blunts,
o'clock in the morning. No, stop.
smoking blunts and drinking beer and shit.
Get up for school.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
If they even go to school, because some children.
I mean, come on, man. We need to stop doing that shit. Hey, what's up, Lady Poetic? I see you up there. I mean, you gotta. I mean. A lot of times this is what happens, okay, with us as black folks. And I say us because my black ass is included in it too. We don't put things into context, right? I think often our minds are focused on the wrong shit, all right? And our minds are definitely focused on the wrong shit if we smoking motherfucking reefer.
Reefer,
yeah, we're smoking reefers. If we're smoking reefers with our children, our mind is not in the right place. Okay, it's not, because number one, these little motherfuckers shouldn't be getting high. Number two, you shouldn't be getting high with them. You know, you should be setting an example for them. Okay. That's one thing my children never saw. They never saw me smoking weed and shit. That's something they never saw. Now, they might have saw me walk in the house and goddamn it, eyes damn near shut.
Yeah,
but,
I could see.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's one thing them knowing I'm high as opposed to me passing my teenage daughter the blunt. Big difference. So.
They got 5 on it?
Yeah. We have to stop doing shit like that. All right. We have to start doing shit like that. And also what we have to stop doing is we have to stop acting like it's not a big deal. Now, I said earlier that weed isn't a big deal to me, but it would be
grown people.
Yeah, but it would be a big deal if my 12-year-old was smoking it.
Right.
Okay. All my children are grown now. If they smoke weed, that's on them.
Yeah, because
they got their own house, their own cars, their own money. They ain't fucking living here.
Right.
You know? Because, see, even if they were like 25 or 30 living with me, motherfucker, you ain't smoking weed in my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Motherfucker, go up the road and smoke your fucking weed.
Right.
Even if they're, oh, Pop, you smoking? I sure do, motherfucker.
But in his own shit.
Guess what? Yeah. This is my fucking house, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's not yours. So you got to go find you a house so you can go and smoke in it. Because, see, even me, I don't smoke in my house. I don't smoke in my house, man. You know, I smoke on the low on the side of the building like I'm sneaking. That's what I do at my own house. Ain't that often you gonna walk up and just see me, you know, just standing in front of the fucking yard smoking weed and shit. Nah.
Like you're in front of the corner store with it.
Now, of course, I smoke in the shop, you know, because it's my garage, it's my shop. Of course, I smoke in there. But I mean, I don't smoke inside my house, man. I've never smoked weed inside my house, you know. First of all, my wife would have a fucking cow if I did. Second of all,
we don't want her upset.
Yeah, okay? Second of all, I don't want my house smelling like fucking weed and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want my house smelling like weed and shit. And I have 2 grown sons. I mean, shit, man. I got a 30-year-old son and a 33-year-old son. Yeah. Them motherfuckers was here. You think I let them motherfuckers smoke weed in my shit? They wouldn't even try to pull that shit out.
Right, because they know.
They'd be like, Pop, we going outside.
Right, you know? And you know what that means when they say they're going outside.
Go ahead, nigga.
Right.
Fuck out.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't let them smoke in my shit. Yeah. That's why that whole fucking, you know, the fucking teenagers smoking weed with their fucking parents shit, man. Yeah. Now that is bad. Yeah. That's a bad precedent. Now, I'm not a motherfucker to tell you how to raise your kids. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to be fucking smoking weed with your 15 and 14-year-old son and daughter,
but you want them to be responsible.
Go right ahead. But I'm here to let you know that you're fucking them up. Yeah. And you're fucking their relationship with you up too.
Yeah.
Okay. But see, you done just blurred the lines of parent and child now.
Yeah, now they think they can.
Now the
Yeah.
lines are blurred, you know. They're not going to listen to you say wash the dishes if y'all just got done smoking a blunt.
Cause they like that. They can't see no damn dishes.
Yeah. They're not trying to listen to your ass talk about wash some dishes or take out the trash now. Y'all done just smoked a blunt of that good shit. All y'all laid around somewhere playing PlayStation and shit.
Oh, God.
You know, you
on the PlayStation?
Yeah, you and them. Y'all all on PlayStation.
On the Xbox?
Like fucking, yeah.
And the project's chilling?
Come on, man.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with the PJs. But
we got to stop doing that shit. And I know a lot of us think we need weed, but really you don't. Because scientific evidence, and y'all can look this up for yourselves, weed is not physically addictive. Okay? It's not. It's psychologically addictive. You think you need it. That's different than being on crack and heroin and meth and all that other shit. You physically addicted to that shit. All right? Because if you don't have it, boy, you have the shits and throwing up and all kind of nonsense.
It looks horrible.
Weed is not like that. Now, you may want the shit, but it's not going to have you go out and steal a car to get it. Yeah, you're not going to steal a car to get weed. And like I said earlier, you're not going to steal grandma's DVR to get weed. Okay?
I hope not. Ain't nobody.
You're not going to steal grandma's DVR to get
doing
weed.
That? Anyway,
it's
y'all
not.
better not be.
But it is psychologically addictive. And when something's psychologically addictive, what it does is it convinces you,
that you
that you have to have it.
Yeah.
2, that you can't live without it. That's the thing with the psychological
part
addiction.
Of it,
It's got you thinking that you need it. It's got you thinking that you need it. Really, you don't.
Right.
You don't. Because guess what? If your ass go 5 years without smoking weed, won't a fucking thing be wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
That's facts.
Okay? Your fucking eyes will clear up and shit like that. Okay, that's what'll happen.
For those of you who have problems.
Yeah. The eyes and shit will clear up and all that kind of shit. You know, they won't, the whites of your eyes won't look orange, motherfucker. You know, if you stop smoking that shit. But what
with them orange damn eyes, you get out of here.
Yeah, God damn it. So, you know, I just want y'all to know that, you know, I say again, I'm not condemning you for smoking weed, because like I said, I smoke the shit from time to time myself. I can fucking say that because I work for myself.
And I used to, no judgment.
And a motherfucker can't stop me, god damn it. Yeah. Who knows, if you walk into my shop the wrong time, you might smell some burning in that motherfucker.
Bro, don't say that. I
done said it. You don't like it, don't come to me shit. That's it.
You is not gonna come to his shop and smell no damn weed. He's not smoking during business hours.
You come in that motherfucker, it might smell like a Jamaican nightclub. Motherfucking open the door, that shit just bellow out.
I want that guy.
Yeah, that shit just bellow out. Shit. But I don't pass judgment on you if you smoke weed. I just hope that your ass is grown, and I hope that the weed don't fuck you up. Now,
and that you're motivated, that like you're doing things, that you're not using herb as an excuse to not do anything with yourself, for yourself, you know, for others. You know what I mean? It should be, if you're going to indulge in it, and if it's gonna be anything, let it be inspiring, you know, for you to do something good and positive for yourself first and for others, you know. Just saying. Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's something that's always going to be inside of Black society. Weed is always going to be inside of Black society. There's no way to, you know, eliminate weed from Black society. It's always going to be there. None of us here today, me, Teach, and none of you folks out there in the chat room watching, you're not going to live to see a day where Black people ain't smoking weed. Trust me, you're not. You're not going to live. You're not going to live to see that day. So I think, number one, we Black people who do not smoke weed, we need to be more accepting of it, okay? Just like we're accepting of all the other bullshit within Black society. I think weed is one of the smaller fucking challenges we have. You know, it's one of the smaller, so we need to be a little more tolerant of it. Especially when you're talking about out in public. I know there was a time when we were younger and, you know, we see somebody older walk by, you know, we hide the joint, you know, eat the motherfucker, you know, when somebody walk
Talking about
by and shit
edible.
like that. I
Yeah.
think that kind of stuff should be more in play.
Mhm.
I think, you know, like when the OGs and shit come around and, you know, the OGs don't indulge, you know, if y'all standing around in a cipher, get the fuck out the way, man. Let the OG
have
walk
respect.
by.
Yeah.
Don't be blowing fucking
Yeah.
weed smoke in the OG's faces
Yeah.
and also kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, that little disrespectful, you know, that little tiny
Yeah.
twinge of disrespectful shit.
Yeah.
Because see, when I was younger, older people respected you more when you respected them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Because we live in a time now where people say, oh man, you know, old people, they don't respect us. They respect you more when you respect them.
Yes.
Now, you know, the OGs, they know you motherfuckers like to smoke weed and shit like that.
Yeah,
they know
they
what
used to do it.
Yeah,
but
they know what you're doing. But when they come through, get your motherfucking ass out the way, man.
Right.
Put the fucking blunt out until the old man walk by.
Pass or put it behind your back.
Put it behind your
Yeah.
fucking back so
Yeah.
so old grandma could get up the fucking steps, man,
Help
to
her
her
up.
fucking apartment.
Let your friend hold it while you help grandma up the stairs with the bags.
Yes.
Even if it ain't your grandma.
Yeah, we need to have some type of conscious. We need to have some type of conscious with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, just like anything else. You know, now many of us we feel very, you know, we feel very heavy. We feel heavily about this weed thing that it's part of us. And if that's how you want to live your life, that's fine too. But at the same time, you have to realize that it's not part of everybody else's life. So you have to see it as such. All right. And I think that if you're a person who doesn't have their own place and you're somewhere smoking weed, I don't think that you should be smoking weed somewhere where it encroaches on other people.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And their space and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's encroaching on other people.
Yeah.
You know, you have to find you somewhere
They
else
don't
to
indulge.
go.
You can't indulge.
Yeah.
In their
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you don't want to be blowing weed smoke in motherfuckers' faces that you know hate weed.
Yeah.
It's just like
Don't be
cigarettes or
disrespectful.
anything else.
Yeah.
You know, you like weed. So you go and smoke it somewhere where it's not encroaching on someone else, wherever that place is. You know, I mean, I do it. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be sitting around blowing a freaking a cigar smoke or freaking weed smoke in somebody's face that I know doesn't like it.
Right. Don't be rude, in other words.
I know they don't like it. So, I mean, we have to kind of be cognizant of that shit when, as far as weed is concerned. I think that the reason why many of us smoke weed, I think we don't even know. We don't know why we smoke it. Because you ask a motherfucker, why you smoke weed? They can tell you, they say, oh man, I smoke it to get nice. What? What?
You should already be a pleasant person.
Exactly.
Without having to have that.
When you ask me, the reason why I smoke weed from time to time is because it actually makes me forget shit for a little while. Now, of course, when I wake up the next morning, all that shit slams right back on me. But for those few hours, I can kind of not think. It's easier not to think about it. Okay. And my business has a lot with me fucking. I mean, I get stressed out with my fucking shop sometimes. That's when I need a fucking joint the most. You know, I don't need to smoke when shit's going good. It's when shit is crazy. That's when I need to smoke a blunt and try to come up with a master plan to think my way out of it and shit, you know. But that's what it is. I mean, I'll say again, I don't want y'all to, oh shit, Loadcast in the house. What's good, brother? Why you smoking? If you ask that question, you must not have been high before. Yeah, I guess, man. You know, I mean, but what is high? Okay, what is high? What is high? Does anybody in the chat room know what high is? What is it? What is high? No one knows what high is. What is high? What is it?
I think if people are not using it like to be in a meditative state, I guess I'm basing this more off of like a right, because I used to practice Rastafarianism, Boba Shanti, off of that concept. Like you see how Malcolm X is just like this, like
Mm-hmm.
when there is if you're looking at it as something holy or something that's bringing you closer to God, your thought process in your mind and how you feel about it is already going to be different. If you just like smoking to be like whatever, that's the energy is going to carry. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So, I
It's
mean,
true. Very, very true. Very, very true.
yeah.
I mean, I know most of the people that I know, okay, that smoke weed, they're people that, they're around in my age group. They have their own places and their own jobs and kids and families and all that kind of shit. But coming up as a young guy, I knew a lot of brothers who smoked weed and still lived in grandma's attic and shit. And
they're probably still there.
Yeah, they're probably still there right now. And I would ask them, like, man, I know we all out here getting high and smoking and shit, but motherfucker, you still live with your mom. Like,
like, you're not progressing. You're not like, yeah.
Loadcast said, being in touch with all of your senses. Is that what high is? Is that the answer to highness, brother Loadcast?
Processing on how life goes. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Oh, okay, cool.
But
in a state of mind. But let it be a positive mind, as long as it's a good thing.
Yeah, man. Brother Art in the house. Yo, if y'all want to come on the panel, y'all can, man. If y'all want to come on and talk, anybody that want to come on the panel, just say so, and I'll send you an email, because here on YouTube, everybody's got everybody's fucking email. So I probably got everybody damn email in the chat and shit. We're not ignoring your responses, Captain Chronic. Nobody ignoring you, man. Don't say that, brother.
Captain Chronic. Oh, Captain Chronic.
Will you please teach? Will you please read Captain Chronic's? She's like, oh, you're ignoring my response.
Chronic. High is when you're in a state of mind. Cap Chronic. When you're in your own bubble, functioning and processing on how life goes. Captain Chronic. Really ignore my responses. So now you can't say that no more.
Yeah, see? I will let Teach read them to you. See that? What you want, man? What you want? What do you want? Do you want? Yeah, man. Just having fun with it tonight, man. Because y'all know usually Thursdays is some serious shit. Serious. Thursdays are serious. Now, last night would have been a serious show, because y'all know I was supposed to have the GOAT on and Lady Nyla. But those of you who got in here late, y'all know that my shit was fucking up yesterday. And for some reason I couldn't get on, y'all. I couldn't. Something was wrong with my shit. Teach knows she was here yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit was fucking.
Yeah, we tried to film.
What the fuck was going on?
But when he got it up today, I said, okay.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
On my way, let's film.
And I had a good show lined up for y'all last night too, man. It was gonna be off the chain. Because y'all know Taz the GOAT. Y'all already know what he about. I like Taz. I mean, people talk shit about him. I like the brother. He reminds me of my brother. Okay? He reminds me of my older brother. My older brother was just like fucking Taz. I guess that's why I have an affinity for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with Taz at all. Taz is always welcome on the old TPOT YouTube page. Man. But I'm gonna try to get him up here for y'all next week, him and Lady Nyla, if I can. I'm gonna get at him over the course of the next couple of days. He may not want to come back, because we're supposed to be doing shit like, I've been trying to get them on here for like a few weeks, but something always fucking happen, like shit fucks up, or he forgets, or I forget, or shit fucks up, or he's somewhere else. So I'm gonna try to get him on here, man. Him, and like I said, him and Lady Nyla at the same time. I'm gonna try to get both of them on here for y'all next week if I can. All right.
Gonna
I'm
be a
really,
dope show.
yeah, I'm gonna try. And like I said, in about another 2 weeks, y'all about to see my friend Sister Ali. She's gonna be up here too.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Um,
lit. The
that's
queen coming through again.
That's gonna be out of here. Yeah, again.
Again.
You know, because you
Yeah.
know, right here on TPOT, you know, we know the folks. But yeah, if somebody want to come on the panel, you can. We talking about this weed shit.
Yeah.
You know.
So let's break down the rules for weed. Okay, if you're gonna smoke it, be grown.
Yep.
Don't be in a hood or ghetto smoking with your kids, and then they ain't getting up and doing their chores, and they going to school, and they ain't bringing home good grades. Like, make sure your babies is on point. My babies is on point. Yeah. Let me see what else. Make sure you got your own shit and you in your own circumference. Don't be disrespectful. You know, when the elders walk by and you outside smoking, like, take that shit away from them. Like, you'll see people walking up prior to you, you know, them getting to you while you're smoking. So y'all could just walk the opposite direction or put the shit behind your back. Even if they smoke it, you just at least let the elders feel good. Let them feel like you have some respect. Let them put it behind it. Hi, how you doing? You know, Miss So-and-so, because most likely y'all know them because they live on the same block or they live in your mama building. Okay. Or they used to watch you when you was like 3 and 4 and your mom was trying to get her work on. So have some respect. Yeah. Those are the rules thus far.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you probably
and find a way to make money off of it in a legal way if you can, and make that bread, because there's a lot of things going up too for like stock and stuff for marijuana. People, if you're interested in that, to like, if you're doing it maybe illegally as far as like distributing, you can look into ways of doing it in a legal way and make even more money, and you can claim it on your taxes. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we talk about weed, I mean, all jokes aside, you know, we just up here fucking around and bullshitting tonight. But
yeah,
you know, all jokes aside,
if we serious at the same time.
All jokes aside, man, there's more to weed than just you rolling up a blunt and smoking it.
Right.
Depending on where you are in the country, weed could make your black ass rich if you know how to go about doing it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It could fuck around and make you fucking rich, man.
Right.
All right. It can. You know, I'm not telling everybody, you know, you ask little kids what they want to do when they grow up. You don't want them to say, "Oh, I want to be a weed grower."
Right.
You don't want to say, I want to be a weed farmer.
Honestly, if it's gonna be making the money that like billion-dollar corporations make, and my children get older and they're established, and you know, they got, well, because they're very smart. They bring me home nothing but 80s and 90s and 100s. So mashallah. I'm just saying, if they grow up and it's at the era and point in time where they're like a billionaire or is $1 billion business, I wouldn't mind. Like, my babies could do it. Not while they're babies, of course. I mean, while they're older. Yeah, that would be make your money. I mean, in a nice, legal, don't get arrested way, but make your money.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much more to it, man, than, you know, just you rolling up a blunt and smoking and getting high, man. Because a lot goes into, you know, that weed shit, you know. So imagine if you could make that process work for you. I would rather see 10,000 black folks working in the weed trade as opposed to seeing
them in jail.
Yeah, 10,000 people in fucking prison some fucking where. Yeah. Even if it means migrating to another part of the country so you can do it. Right. Why not? You ain't doing shit in that old ran down ass hood of yours anyway.
Right. So you might as well go make that bread.
Yeah. You ain't got no fucking job. You ain't got no money. You still living in grandma's attic, motherfucker. Why not pick up and move to Colorado or you know, Washington State or something like that, where you can actually go there. You like weed that much, motherfucker, make a business out of it.
Right.
Okay, instead of sitting around smoking it all day and making excuses for your bullshit ass life.
Right.
All right.
That part.
I mean, that's the seriousness
that's
of
100.
it.
Yeah.
You
facts.
know, because we always talk about how there's no opportunity for black people. You know, we always talk about how black people can't do this and black people can't do that. But guess what? If you go to one of those states where weed is legal, you can fucking have your weed farm too.
Right.
You can have your weed store too.
Right.
You can have your weed dispensary too.
Yeah, they got them. Yo, in New York is getting it popping. New York making that bread with it.
You can have it too. You can have it too. Weed may be the savior of some black people.
Yeah. Some
black people, because white people out there doing it.
Yeah. They sure enough is, and they're not they're not being demonized because they
Hell
are doing
fucking
it.
no.
But if one of us want to do it, it's a problem. Why are
They've
they
been doing
that?
it in California for
years. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And even downtown Manhattan and stuff, they have dispensaries now.
For years.
I saw that not too long ago. I was
So
like, wow.
Black folks can be doing it too. Because that's the real message for tonight. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll say again, it's not just about you twisting up a fucking blunt and smoking it. It's not just about that, man. Shit, man. You could really invest in that shit. It don't even have to be you doing it.
Yeah.
You can invest in others' weed business, weed venture, and make money. Because trust me, over the course of the next 10 to 20 years, weed is going to be big business. Because trust me, more and more fucking states are decriminalizing
They're
it.
going to because they know how to make money off of it now. I wonder what's the thing for this state.
More and more. Well, they had it on the ballot. They had it on the ballot last year, but it failed. It failed, I think. They're not, you know.
They don't even want people like
not
getting
even
it illegal.
Not even
or
medicinal.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Not even medicinal. But all that's just going to change.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, over the course of the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to see more and more states in this country decriminalizing marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay. And as those states start to decriminalize marijuana, what does that mean for you? That means you can walk down the street and smoke your fucking joint.
Or you can make a business out of it and get money and still walk down the street and smoke your blunt or
that's what I was going to say. You can walk down the street and smoke your fucking joint. So you know what that means? Once it's to the point where you can walk down the street and smoke your fucking joint, that shit means you can open up a fucking store. Yeah. That means you could start a fucking farm.
Then you got to worry about buying it.
That means you can hire people. That means people can hire you. Yeah. True. Think about it. Think about it. Yeah. Like I said, it's not all, it's not all fun and games. There's actually some potential for our people to actually be doing something, to cut their own niche, cut their own path. I know it sounds far-fetched, but it's not.
It's not. People are doing it even in Canada.
Yeah, like people are making millions off of it.
Literally.
Why can't it be you? Because let me tell you something, man. If the opportunity ever presents itself for me to go ahead and get me a plot of land somewhere where weed is legal, you best believe there's a fucking weed fucking greenhouse or a weed something there. Yeah. If the shit's legal, because I know how to plant any motherfucking way. I got a garden full of shit. So I can work the soil. I can make shit grow. So if I fuck around and move somewhere where growing weed is legal, boy, y'all come there, boy, and motherfucking weed plants will look like motherfucking oak trees. You'll be able to climb in the motherfuckers. Like, man, let me climb up in your shit and get a bud. Be climbing up in them
the size of apples.
Motherfucking right, boy. The motherfucking buds would be like motherfucking pears, goddamn it. Motherfuckers just be littering the ground and shit. You wouldn't even have to climb the motherfuckers. The ground just be littered. Shit. Motherfucker, fuck around and put me somewhere. Let me live somewhere where fucking weed is legal. But like I said, I've actually considered it. I have actually considered moving west, like Colorado, Washington State, some shit like that. Okay? Because that's what those big companies are doing. Yeah. You got big companies, man, moving over there with big money. Okay? Big money. Big money. Yeah, you're right, Vancouver guy. See, he knows. See, he's in Canada. Because I have people in Canada that listen to me. He said you need to sort out which companies will be the survivors and then the top performers in the pot business. Yeah. Right now, they're running losses. See? That's because there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
The competition is crazy. Because, it's a big thing now because everybody's doing it. But eventually, the herd is going to thin out. Eventually, going to thin out the herd, man. Because the only people that's going to be left, the only one that's going to be left are the people who have the ability to be left. Some people are not going to have the ability to, maintain whatever they have. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is. But see, one thing I understood about, because I watched something called Weed Nation, I think it was.
It's like a documentary.
Yeah, and they were
Okay.
talking about how banks didn't want to let these people keep their money in these banks because, you know, the money was made by weed, and, you know, banks are governed under federal laws, and federally the weed is still illegal. Therefore, the money made off of it is illegal. So they've been
Wow,
having, yeah, they've been having problems with that. Certain banks, you know, certain banks, they can't, you know, certain banks, they just won't let you put money in there, you know, if they know that, you know, you got a weed business.
Well, y'all better research our banks before you go into the business. Anyway, research how to go about it anyway, especially in your state and all that. Or if you're going to relocate to a state where it is legal, you still got to do your research. You still have to do your research.
Yeah, you got to do your
like,
research.
You don't want to
anyway.
be, you know, anyway, yeah, facts. But you don't want to, you know, you don't want to lose. You want to gain. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But I think that we should be looking a little differently at weed, you know, now. Not just, you know, from like a standpoint, you know, where we smoke it and shit like that, but I mean, we should be looking at it far as a resource. I mean, especially if you talk about a place like, for instance, you talk about Michigan, you got Detroit and places like that, and Flint out there. What if weed was legal in Michigan?
Oh, wow.
A lot of those brothers in Detroit could possibly have a dispensary, could possibly have a weed store, could possibly have a weed farm. They could possibly be making weed cookies or weed brownies or weed whatever. You know, that could turn into revenue for black folks. That's what I'm really getting at. Okay.
Like, do a Nipsey move.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it could turn into revenue if it's legal. All right. I know when we think about weed, all we think about is, you know, smoking the shit. But there's more to it than that, man.
Yeah.
Weed could be something that could actually pull a lot of black people out of the hole. Okay? It could pull. Now, I don't expect it to pull all of us out of the hole. I mean, of course not. Nothing's going to do that. But some of us could actually be saved by fucking weed and shit. Okay? Especially if we put a family business together where we all have a part. People do the farming, people do the sorting, people run the store, all that kind of bullshit. That could be us, man.
Yeah.
Instead of these motherfucking rich white folks out west, that could be us out west, making a killing off of that shit.
It's true.
We could be out west making a killing off of it. All right? Instead of just sitting around smoking it all the fucking time, we could be investing in it.
And they investing and smoking it, so they got the best of both worlds.
Shit, if you got your own weed farm, shit, man, you can smoke the way you want and still make a killing.
Yeah.
And the chances are, if you're a person that have your own farm, shit, you probably won't even smoke as much. Shit, your mind be on your fucking money. Shit, your mind would be on your shit. I know mine would.
Right.
Shit, my mind be on my money.
Anyway, facts.
But you know, and it's not just the weed that you smoke. There's so much shit that could be made, that can be made out of cannabis, man. They make rope, they make paper, they make clothing, they make all kinds of shit out of it, man. So, they make oils and lotions and
think about all ways to where you could utilize the plant, right? It's a healing, so use it in all ways, not just internally, but see what you can do externally with it.
Absolutely. And I think it's something that black people should look into, man. Black people should look into this shit, man. They should. You know, black people should look into any motherfucking thing that can potentially be turned into a business, even if it means uprooting and going to where that business is at.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you gotta relocate.
Yeah, because I know, you know, like 70% of us never leave a 50 fucking mile square radius of where we are born, but that's stupid. Okay. Don't be afraid to get up and bounce out and do something better for yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So what if you gotta leave from where your old mom at? You're a grown ass person. Motherfucker, go.
Yeah, exactly.
You're an adult. Don't worry, mom can take care of herself.
Yeah. She took care of you. She raised you, right?
Get the fuck out. Go fucking do something with yourself. Make a life. Start a fucking start a fucking weed farm. Start a weed farm. Open a dispensary. for marijuana. Do something for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because
Hit up the old grannies at the church with arthritis.
Exactly.
On the real though, like,
you know, the need for weed is real.
Yeah.
Because that's a hole that's always going to be looking to get filled. Okay. And like I said, it's not just about smoking it, because they make other shit out of it too. Like I said, oils and foods and lotions and all other kinds of shit they make out of it. All right. And it don't even have to be cannabis. It can be hemp. You can grow hemp.
Right.
Because they make paper and ropes and clothing and necklaces and all kinds of shit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. They make all kinds of shit out of it. So it's something that we need to look into as Black people, man. I'm telling you. I know it sounds crazy and weird and shit, but we need to be looking into that kind of stuff, man. Because that's one thing that most of us Black people are familiar with. How many Black people ain't familiar with fucking weed?
Yeah, that's true. From when we're little.
All right.
Because we have older people in our family who.
You goddamn right. Everybody knows somebody that smoke it.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody. Shit, if your ass don't smoke it, your brother do, your sister do, your mama, your daddy, your son, your daughter. Somebody around you smokes weed. Somebody in your circle of influence smokes weed. Okay? They do. So think about that. Think about how many people that actually smoke weed, and think about how many people actually have a business doing it.
Right. And what's the difference between the two? The
difference is the motherfucker who got a business, he making money and getting high.
Right.
You just getting high.
And not making the money off it.
Yeah, you just getting high. Yeah. He's making money and getting high. All right? So think about that. All right? Now, I know this is a tough topic for folks. So it's almost 12 o'clock. We're going to end at 12. All right. We're going to end at around 12. But if anybody want to come on, or anybody got any questions or anything like that, let me know in the chat. If you want to come on the stream for the last half hour, let me know. I will send you a link and you could come. BMT, my brother in the house. What's good, man? I got to send my man BMT the shit because I know he want to come. BMT, I'm sending you the link, man. I'm sending you the link. I'm just glad my shit working.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yesterday.
We waited like 2 hours to go online. It was crazy, and it still didn't work.
Yesterday was fucking absurd.
I'm thinking this is dope. Look at me looking at the kicks.
I'm sending you the link, BMT, right now. It's coming right now, brother. Yeah, so it's something that Black folks need to think about, you know, instead of thinking about bullshit all the fucking time.
Yeah, we go through enough.
Yeah.
Individually and as a group, a community. So.
Yep. Yeah. So it's something that we need to think about.
Oh, I just got an idea, but I'm not going to put it out there because I'm going to see how I could capitalize on it first.
She's not telling you.
I'm saying anything.
She's not telling you. And look at you motherfuckers done put 2 dislikes up there. What's the fucking dislike, man? We're not talking shit. Oh, they might have got mad because I said the shit about them living in their mama basement.
those the basement folks. Those the folks from underground.
Yeah, you go to talk about mom's basement. They sitting down in that motherfucker looking around like, X is talking about me, god damn it. But I'm not 35 yet, I'm only 33. Fuck shit. You, X.
I got 2 more years.
I got 2 more years. Down there rolling the blunt. Fuck you talking about, X. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, I smoke weed down here all the time. Of course you do, motherfucker. That's
And
why
your mom and grandma
yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah,
so
that's why you
stop
still
it.
fucking living in mom's basement, motherfucker. You 33.
Yeah.
Stop smoking weed in a fucking basement all the time and pick up a fucking book,
That
motherfucker.
part.
You might find yourself out of her house by the time you're 36.
Wait, I'm gonna write the idea down so I don't like forget it. Even though I'm not gonna forget it. But... Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Cool.
I'm gonna get this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, you know, I mean, hit dogs holler. You know, we say that a lot on these internets. Okay, the fucking hit dog hollers.
Punch a dog in their face.
Yeah, you know. And yeah, y'all gonna be seeing old teacher Tanisha up here with me probably a little more often and shit, you know.
Yeah, now that I've relocated.
Yeah, you know. But y'all knew this was coming. We had talked about it. If you go farther back.
Yeah, like last year, not even that far. Probably like maybe till August.
Definitely
yeah.
a year.
Yeah, definitely a year. Yeah, but even up until like August or September, it was about that too.
It's good having you in the old studio though. It's like
yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. You know, it is. Don't y'all think so? What y'all think about Teach being in here? Give me a one. Give me a one. Give me a 1 in the chat room if you approve. Give me a 2 if you disapprove. Be honest.
But ain't that dope?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's dope.
If y'all approve of Teach being in the studio, put 1 in the chat room. If you disapprove, put up. 2.
Give me a 1.
I will not judge you.
Give me a 1 drop.
I will not. I will not judge you or block you
1 drop.
For your honesty.
1 drop. Even if y'all do put a 0, he gonna have me on here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do anyway. But you know, I just want to kind of see, you know, because I take what the people that watch me, I take what they say into consideration.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, because most of the people, because most of the people who watch me, these are my loyal people. I mean, they are here every week, rain, sleet, snow, shine. Whether I'm talking about good shit, I'm talking about bullshit. They are in the damn chat room. They are there. Okay, I mean, they support me, they donate to me, they do all that shit. That's why I say the shit I say at the top of the show, because I mean, TPOT isn't a big platform, but everybody knows who the fuck it is. Okay, everybody knows who we are. Pretty much everybody's been on this motherfucker. Ain't too many people you can name that hasn't been right here on the TPOT YouTube page. That's just a fact. There's no denying it. Okay. But my audience, they are my core audience, and they are here every fucking week, no matter what I'm talking about. They are here. All right. They even come here when I have bullshit shows and bullshit guests. They still show up.
Don't call a guest bullshit.
Some of my bullshit. Like I've had some bullshit guests. Not recently. Now, recently, all my guests have been good, but there was some bullshit guests, you know, back. All right.
There's some troublemakers.
And my people still come. You know, they still come, you know, even though, you know, no matter what. BMT, what's good, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace.
What's going on, brother?
Everything that
now, this is my dude right here. This brother right here is my dude. What's going on, man?
Is that brother BMT in the house?
Nothing too much. We signed our latest producer to BMT, as well as now we have 6 people signed to BMT crew. So the family is ever so growing. The podcast, now we have our own podcast stations, and we've been making a lot of moves, brother. And we're trying to grow the family, the congregation, the Black men's congregation. And like I said, I made it my business to like cut the show. So I said, damn, Prophet's talking today. So I gotta, hey y'all, like we gotta wrap this up because I gotta get over to my brother's station and we gotta chop it up. So I definitely wanna start sitting down and we're gonna start making some backdoor moves for us brothers. We definitely gonna start doing it.
Well, you always know, man. You hit me up whenever you want, man. You already know what it is, bro.
We just talked about you don't have to fuck with the parent. You just take care of your dang kid. I took that from a piece of you. But I know how you are about. Listen, y'all need to take care of y'all damn kids.
Facts.
I definitely pulled that from you, and there was a lot of different on the side. So whatever you want to chop it up tonight, brother, I got you.
Yeah, well, tonight, believe it or not, because Thursdays are usually pretty serious, but tonight we just kind of, we talking about weed and shit, and
let's talk about it.
I got teacher Tanisha here, the right hand of TPOT.
What's going on, sister?
Hey, peace,
yeah,
brother.
in studio. God damn it, in
studio. I was like, what?
God
in studio?
damn it.
That's what's up, man.
I don't fuck around. Only from TPOT Media do you see shit like this. But yeah, we was talking about weed and how people could if it ever got legal in certain states, it could be a cash cow for a lot of black folks. I mean, they could start businesses, they could employ people, they could hire people, they could it could pull people out of the fucking hole and all that kind of shit. We also talked about how if you a motherfucker still living home with your mama, you don't need to be smoking no goddamn weed. Motherfucker, you need to be reading help wanted ads and shit, not not smoking reefer. Smoke reefer when you get your own shit.
That's good.
Motherfucker, walk down the road.
Right.
I agree with you. So let's talk on it. Let's start cutting into deep with politics. I feel like us three here, we're three profound individuals, so we're gonna really cut deep. We like to actually start ruffling feathers. So let's say, because the primary election, the elections are coming up right now for new politicians, right? Now, I would ask how many black people right now, after you got your taxes, how many of y'all were going out there to get your LLCs or your retail license?
Yeah.
Because we already know, if you're going to see what that would mean is that for a lot of blacks, you have to start now going from the illegal side to the legit side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look at it like the government only will legalize it is if they can see that they can make a profit off of it.
Exactly.
Okay. We want to talk how it is. They only legalize things like I think they're trying to do weed cigarettes now. Those are going to be you can they're going to be doing weed cigarettes. They're going to be looking into food, candy, different other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in Boston as a military veteran, if you told them that you had PTSD, like I qualify for pharmaceutical medicinal marijuana. You know what I'm saying? But there's a catch 2020 to this. If you qualify and you go get your license to go get it, it will also blackball you out of other jobs.
Oh, okay.
Now think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go. See, there's going to be the catch 2020 because let's be for real. Prophet, you run a business that deals with heavy equipment, machinery. Okay. So let's say a brother does have his pharmaceutical license where he's selling from a van or like a little outlet store. Now you got to be like, I can't take you, brother, because the law requires if you doing that, I can't, because you're not always copacetic. Now they treating it like a DUI. A lot of brothers are getting hit with DUIs for that. See, now we're gonna look at the catch 2020 of how it is, because I look at it from both sides. Yes, it is a cash cow for one power, but then how's it gonna affect the other power? Follow me? But I mean, yeah, they can say, hey, what do you got that weed in your car for? Oh yeah, I'm allowed to buy this. Okay. Let's take a test to see if you are copacetic, because now they'll hit you for being high as a DUI. See what I'm saying? Yeah, and we know what DUIs can do to you now.
Especially when they can't hit you with having the weed. They can't hit you with having it because it's legal, but they can hit you with being under the influence of it.
Right.
They'll find a way around.
Right. So we try to, as brothers and sisters, try to look at it from, if you're giving us this, what's coming with the deal? You know what I'm saying? And if it's coming like that, when would be the appropriate time? Like, when would be the appropriate time? Like, I would say, like, I would have it set up where if let's say us three went into that business, I would put it in a package like thing where, listen, you can only open this up at home. Now, if you open this up at home, you're good. As long as the police see that that's still in the package, they can't touch you.
Yeah.
So they say, hey, are you high or anything? No, this is still in the package. You can't. I'm coming. You can look at the stamp mark. It was stamped at the store around this time. I'm heading home. You know, granted, we know there's gonna be some fuckery because we already know they're going to target minorities about these type of things.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Where are most of the liquor stores at? In the minority areas.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Granted, we don't own the liquor store, but they will put it in our areas. I find it interesting. A lot of the medicinal stores for marijuana, who got the opioid courses? White people.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, whenever they come to go get their drugs and dope up, let's go to the black neighborhood.
Yeah.
Let me go hit up sister. Yo, hey, tell your cousin to come by and bring some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then next week later, we wonder how that brother's getting hit up by the police. You know? All right, because it's fine when they selling it, when we selling it to our people. But when their people start saying something about that black man's product is better than our product.
Mm-hmm. I
ain't gonna lie, but I've seen some brothers, you think they goddamn scientists the way they be making and cooking their shit. I'm like, how you did this? How'd you make this shit, bro? He said, well, you know what I'm saying? I tried with some food formula, some stuff. It amazed me with all these brothers who know how to take weed and be like damn scientists. I'm like, why aren't y'all brothers in goddamn colleges or leading damn pharmaceutical like we have, let's not sleep on it. We have a lot of black men and women who be doing some amazing stuff and don't got no goddamn degrees and they're like stupid as hell. They ain't, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the smartest people I met were drug dealers. Y'all don't believe? Listen, probably tell them.
I knows that be on the corner. With
Yep.
Drunks.
Yeah, I was just talking about that, brother BMT. Yeah. How you love weed and like fucking with weed so much. Shit, man. Look at this shit. Yeah, you could be doing so much shit. I mean, and like I said, it's not just the smoking of it. I mean, shit. They make clothes, they make oils, they make lotions, they make cookies, they make all kinds of shit out of hemp and weed and shit. It's not just motherfuckers smoking it. I mean, there's a potential for billions and billions of fucking dollars if done right and done in the right geographical area. Certain places you're not going to be able to do shit with weed because it's going to be illegal, but that don't mean anything. Mm-hmm. I think what often happens with us as black people, even when there's no opportunities where we are, we're afraid to go where the fucking opportunities exist.
Talk about it.
All right. I mean, I get it. Some places ain't no good for black folks. I get it. But why the fuck are you staying there then? If it's not good for you as a black man or a black woman, if it's not good for you, why the fuck are you still there? Why are you still there? And now people will say, oh, well, we can't afford to move. Okay, that means you can't afford that $500 fucking weed. That means you can't afford that $500 motherfucking pair of Jordans. That means you can't afford them $200 pair of motherfucking red bottom shoes. You can't afford that fucking PlayStation or that fucking Xbox. I can go on and on and on all night. You talk about you can't afford to move and go where opportunity is. So why do you have $500 worth of hair in your goddamn head? Why you got on a $300 pair of sneakers? Why do you have a fucking $200 jacket on? Okay? So I ain't trying to hear that shit either. Because we always have a tendency to want to move the fucking goalpost and people think we want to move it farther. No, we want to move that motherfucker closer so we can get an easy field goal.
We got to. Let me tell y'all one of our biggest things that we got going on. And to be for real, y'all, we used to be amazing farmers back in the day. It is a free open market. You can look it up right now. You can literally tell the government, I would like to be a farmer. They will pay you to go to school. They're not going to ask you what the hell you want to grow. They just know you want to be a farmer. They'll give you the grant. Now, with that money, while you're doing your schooling, you need to start geographically plotting out where do you want to go? Where is it going to be viable at? So now, this is the hard part. Because now you have to go out and compete. And I'm sorry to say, but a lot of you black men are afraid to compete. This is the problem we're having. A lot of you black men are afraid to compete. You're afraid to leave that goddamn woman alone on that fucking bed for a goddamn 2 hours or a year or a day, or for a while. Listen, baby, if you truly for me, either you're gonna go with me into school, or you're gonna start stacking up money on your side job, or you're gonna wait and keep your fucking legs closed and go get a chassis. But where the fuck? Well, while I'm out there getting this damn paper. See, that's a team. Y'all worried about what that broad gonna be doing when you're going out there. Because see, this type of thing, what we talking about is investment. This is long-term game. I remember I used to go to my cousin's house and I would see him when he's chopping up. He would only chop up 25%. The other 75%, I'm like, why don't you just chop up everything? He said, no, I gotta save some for a rainy day. I gotta save some for just in case. I gotta pay off this person. He had different portions. I'm like, damn, I didn't think y'all niggas think like that. But see, he understood that I gotta save up. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about economic power, strength, and strategy. These are talks that aren't talked about in the home with your boys, with your girls, with people. See, I just watched 3 women. They were talking about, instead of getting a hair store, they said, yo, what if we actually go into clothing? We can sew and stitch. We can do clothing, and we also can do fashion for big women. I'm like, damn, y'all gonna be doing all that? They said, we got the market. We know how to do it. And we know what a lot of these girls want. So now they're doing that. Now they're making money. Because they understood that instead of taking their money, I think one girl, she kicked the man out of the house. She said, yo, you sucking up too much money. So that $800 I'm forking out to you, I can put that into me. Black people, when do y'all start investing in yourself? Y'all invest in Nike, y'all invest in Xbox and every other fucking thing. But when the last time you did yourself a favor, invest in yourself? It sounds scary the minute we start talking about money. Not the reparation money, but money that you have to come out of your pocket and do. But see, the only way you're gonna get into your promised land, you gotta spend fucking money. Yeah. Y'all like talking about Jordan, but y'all don't want to talk about what you gotta do to become your next Jordan.
Invest in yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, understand, that's why these white people are beating us, because they're not afraid to go out there and say, yo, there's nothing out here. So can I do whatever I want? Yeah. I talked to MOT about it. I can pull up, if y'all ask me right now, Prophet, to pull up some property, there's property in Kansas, Kentucky, different places out there where white people aren't touching. You can go right out there. They'll pay you up to $40,000 to $500,000 just to go start. You can put your own house out there. You can put your own property up there, all that. And you could just start growing and do what the fuck you got to do. But the thing about it is that a lot of our people miss out on is you got to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic to y'all.
He was like, I dropped the mic. Here you go.
Hey, I mean, it's about that work. Nobody likes hearing that work, man. They just want the check.
Well, what I've seen, many of the things that hamper many of us as Black people is that it's not so much that we don't want jobs. We want a job, and of course, we want a check. But see, in between job and check is working. Yeah, there's working.
You have to do that.
Yeah, because people want the job, and of course they want the check. But see, that working that comes in between job and check. See, that's where the rub is. That's where the rub is. Because see, anything worth having, this is what my old man used to tell me all the time. Anything worth having is worth working for. And what has happened often is that many of us don't want to work for the shit that we want. We don't have any problem, getting the money up for shit that we want. We don't have any problem buying a bunch of bullshit that ain't doing us no good. But the shit that we need, we don't want to work for that. We want somebody to give it to us.
And it don't go like
that. They need to give us that land, that opportunity, that job, that whatever. Yeah, it needs to be given to us. Okay? We don't want to work for that. All right? We don't want to grind for that. We don't want to sacrifice for that because we're too busy sacrificing for shit that we want. That's why I said, as far as this weed thing go, over the course of 5, 10, 15 years from now, the weed market is going to be bigger. So it's going to be bigger as more states start to legalize it. So as the opportunities get bigger, Black folks can get a piece of that. All
If
right.
they start now.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
I mean, as much weed and shit as we smoke as Black people. All right. As much weed as we smoke as Black folks, we shouldn't be trying to turn that shit into something that's going to make us some money.
Right.
As much as we smoke the shit. Okay. Because like I said earlier, all of us who don't smoke weed know somebody that do.
Or either you used to.
How
Yeah,
many Black people don't know someone who smokes weed?
Right.
How many? Unless they Black people in the monastery or some shit like that. As much weed and shit as we smoke as Black folks, we should be trying to turn that into something. The ones who can. Now, we know that everybody's not going to be able to become, you know, a weed freaking entrepreneur. And of course not. But many people can. And every person that's doing well for themselves, that's one less person not doing so. That's one less person that's not, you know, in a predicament where they're not doing well. Okay? Because all that stuff is relevant, man. It's all relative. All of it is relative. It is. And like I said, because there's a lot of brothers who have been to prison. There's a lot of brothers who aren't formally educated. There's a lot of brothers who don't have, you know, the hard skills, you know, those hard technical skills, you know. I mean, some brothers don't have it. I get it. All right. I get it. But see, something like that, that's something you can actually learn while you're doing it. You know, you can learn while you're doing it. All right. You can bring people in who know about it. And that could be enough to not just sustain a person. That's enough to sustain a man, a wife, a children, house, a employed mother. Because I was talking about it earlier. I watched a documentary called Weed Nation. Let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers is making money off of this weed shit.
Yeah.
All right. And then they hiring folks too. Okay. Because weed is just like any other kind of crop.
Right.
All right. It needs farmers. It needs distributors. It needs drivers. It needs sorters. It needs pickers. All right. It just like a motherfucker grows cabbage. All right. Or lettuce.
Right.
The fact that he grows that lettuce employs about 15, 20 people. Because you need people to pick the lettuce. You need people to clean the lettuce.
Right.
You need people to sort the lettuce. You need people to box the lettuce. You need people to take it in there and wrap it up in plastic. You need truck drivers to drive that shit from one place to another. You understand? And all that shit employs other people. Because guess what? That motherfucking factory needs maintenance men to come in there and work it. That truck needs maintenance people to keep that truck maintained. So you talking about employing many, many, many people just because you have this product. Right. This product won't just employ
it can
you
help to feed you and everybody
else. Because boy, over there out west, it's feeding folks. It's feeding them. It's feeding them. Motherfuckers are making good living off it. Now, I saw earlier, let me see where it's at. In the chat where, because you know, Vancouver guy, he's out in Canada, obviously, in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And he said that what did he say? He said they lost millions of dollars. Let me see. Yeah, he said one big cannabis company lost $158 million, okay, on 65 million in sales. Now, I don't know what the fuck they're doing wrong. Obviously something.
Like it sounds like people went home with a little bit too much stuff. Like,
but you know, it would be just like anything else. You know, you would have to, you know, do your research, you know, and look at your perspective, have a sound business plan, you know, have a look at what your revenue is going to be like for the next year, next 2 years, next 3 years, next 4 years. I mean, just like any other business. You know what I'm saying? Like my business, the amount of money that I'm making now, I knew I would be making it last year. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. You know, I projected it from last year. So if you got like a cannabis business, it would be the same way. You know, you'd have to, you know, your plan would have to be sound, or just like any other business, it's gonna fucking tank. You know, it's gonna tank. But what I think is, I think we think of weed too simplistically. Okay, I think we need to think of it a little bit bigger, because I say again, we smoke a lot of the shit. We smoke a lot of it. So therefore, being that we smoke a lot of it, why not get our hands in the business aspect of it? And I don't mean, you know, buying ounces from some back alley motherfucker. I'm talking about
the back
alley. Yeah, I'm talking about the real business aspect of it.
Right.
You know,
on a
where
larger scale.
Yeah, where you got a fucking farm that's like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 acres, you know, and you got greenhouses, and you got workers, and you got equipment, and you got all that shit. You got a fucking dispensary downtown where your product goes to, because you hire motherfuckers to load those trucks. You hire a man to drive that truck. You hire people to work in that fucking dispensary. You know, I mean, you can employ a slew of people off of that.
Your whole hood can eat.
You goddamn right.
Saying.
The whole hood can eat.
It really could. I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of this is why I say that a lot of blacks aren't going to survive gentrification, because now Bobby and Molly don't have to come to your hood to get weed anymore. They don't. Why would they have to do that? They can just go to the pharmaceutical store run by a sister here. Why would they have to do that? They don't have to risk it anymore. They don't have to worry about getting jumped. They don't have to worry about laying on their back. Any of that shit. They just need to go to that. You can say your shit's the bomb, but guess what? There's literally a store right there that all I gotta do is just have my doctor sign off and say, I'm stressed out from taking the test. Boom.
He said from taking the test.
I mean, shit, nowadays, I mean, with all the stuff getting passed on, now it's like
you can say anything.
You can say anything. So the thing about it, and here's the thing about it. As much mental illnesses that are going on in the black community, why wouldn't you want to sell? As much people having issues with back problems, knees, hair, and everything. I mean, honestly, there's different uses for it. Just like I was saying, this oil. I mean, you can look it up on Vice TV. There's these 3 white hippie women. They open up a relaxation farm for women to go to and just smoke weed all damn day. That's all the women do on those days. Look it up. Okay. That's all they do. All they do is go on that damn farm and walk around barefoot and half naked and smoke weed. And women pay the money just to go on the ranch and just smoke weed. So honestly, I mean, the money's out there, but the thing about it is, are you willing to invest and make the journey? Because see, that's the thing about it. Everybody wants to be Brother X. Everybody wants that business, but see, they don't want to actually go through what's the walk through the desert. They don't want to walk the sands to get to where X is at. Everybody wants what BMT got and say, oh, BMT, why don't you do for black people? I said, well, nigga, I'll tell you what, come out here at 5 o'clock in the morning, talk to one of my supervisors, get on the back of the truck, and then you can go out there and work your way up to me someday. But I didn't see y'all niggas with me in the ditch when I was digging ditches, when I was crawling under the trailers and doing all that. See, I didn't see y'all there. So where I am today, you got to bust your ass, my nigga.
Yeah.
You won't have to work for this, for my title. Then when I get old and decrepit, I'll pass it on to one of y'all if my sons don't step up. But see, that's the game. That's the thing about it. And I got to tell a lot of you young men, you can't just say, well, the white man's doing it, but then I'm going to ask you, what are you doing?
To counteract that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't stopping you. They ain't stopping this shit. They know y'all sell. That's been known since goddamn the 60s that black men been like to smoke weed. But the thing about it is now it's fair game, because they're not saying like, damn, the weed business is $1 billion business. Lord knows what happened if they ever make coke legal. Right. Jesus.
Lord, no, let's leave that illegal.
But see, that's the thing about it. See, that's the thing about it. There's different prescriptions where that is. It's just the same thing. So the thing about it for weed, like I said, they already got it where Newport is making a cigarette that's weed. It's going to cost $20 a pack.
Newport and got they dang on weed farm. Newport
They understand.
people
They understand.
Well, black folks have made Newport
cigarettes,
billionaires, trillionaires. I would imagine.
Listen, whoever that man that owns Newport, he will. There's no way he can go broke.
Mm-mm.
So again, I'm saying this is the thing This is what we're talking about. They don't mind killing you for a goddamn cigarette. You selling it on the corner. They don't mind you selling a cigarette. Hold up, you ain't selling that inside of the store. So they'll choke you out for that. That's how much that white man will protect his product. Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you, black men, this is why you have to get legal now, man. You got to get legal.
Yeah.
Some of y'all, I understand that, man. I've been riding dirty my whole life. But y'all gotta understand, man. When they start to smell that you are competition, they will try to kill or destroy you. First your name, then your image, then after that they go for your life. Y'all come on now. You seen it, brother. You seen it, sister. How many black men? Look at Ice Cube right now. Ice Cube trying to go buy a radio station. Look how many times. Look at what they do at every turn to stop him. That's just for a radio station.
Wow. Well, look what they did to Bill Cosby.
So,
and that was for a TV station.
So I mean, we gotta understand. When y'all get ready, listen, man. This is why I tell y'all. This is why, like X was saying, when you're talking about that, expect you're going to take some hits. But see, there's always going to be obstacles coming your way. You might have one day, damn, why does it feel like I just lost $1,000 or $5,000? I get that. There are going to be roads like that. Trust me, I lost some now. I've lost some money. I said, shit, I don't even want to get out of bed no more. Fuck this goddamn business. But I got to. I got to. The journey, you got to understand, there's going to be casualties. Everybody didn't make it out of Egypt. Everybody damn sure didn't cross the promised land. Look at Moses' ass. Mm-hmm. He couldn't even go in the promised land. You got to understand, man. You want your reparations. Now I understand. Don't look to that white man for your reparations. Now I ask my brothers who are with me now, let's build our own fucking reparations. Because we understand that white man ain't going to never give it to you. He ain't going to never give it to you. But right now, we can take what we good at and make some fucking money off of it. Right. And we take that money that we can make off of weed, we can go invest in other things. Schooling. We can go invest in medicine. We can go invest in building our own clinics and shit. Because honestly, we don't have, that would be us. And that's the thing about it, why they don't worry, because they don't see us trying in droves to get into that. Back then, now, if you would have put that same deal in front of the blacks who came out of slavery and were already farmers, mm-hmm. They were like, shit, y'all paying us just to grow? They would have jumped on it. Mm-hmm. The reason why they don't mind doing the deal now, but they know, when you tell black people, hey, why don't y'all go out in the field and grow? Oh, hell no, you calling me a slave. Nigga, you ain't no goddamn slave.
Right.
You're not a slave. Don't
right.
You gotta understand, man. You got Mexicans coming into the country, they trying to get in the goddamn fields.
Yep.
They don't see no shame in that, but then later on, guess what you see? Pablo and Tito, they driving a goddamn Ford truck. Yep. That costs $50,000.
Them and their wife.
And their wife
was in the house with them.
Listen, y'all listen, man. Listen, man. I literally we had a dude 8 years ago. This man was driving a goddamn a 95 Ford pickup truck. Shit sounded like a goddamn gun getting shot up every time he drove through the fucking goddamn down the street early in the morning. Now this man, he took a house, fixed it up. There's 5 of them living in there. Now they have 3 houses. They got 3 houses. They all got vehicles. One of the women got a nice little Cadillac. Another the other sister that lived with them now, she got her own place. But y'all gotta understand, man. You got to go through your struggles, and don't be ashamed of it, man. I'm not ashamed of digging a ditch. I'm not ashamed of being that brother who was doggone holding the stop sign until one day I was driving and moving the goddamn bulldozer or the forklift. You gotta understand those type of jobs. Listen, man, going out there and working out there and learning how to doggone do some agriculture. It's not just a white man game. I looked up the stats, man. Look it up with the CDC. Black people aren't out there in the field. And the thing about it, here's the thing about it. We don't even know the black farmers who are out there right now. The government's already fighting them right now to not want to pay them. They owed them over $1 billion right now that they still have to keep paying to those farmers. There are black farmers out there, but they said there's not enough of them. My daddy's a farmer in Mississippi. He said there's not enough black farmers. So when it's come time for us to go do these unions or fight to get our voice heard,
Right.
when they ask the younger black brother, they're like, yo, nah, man, I can't be seen out there. I look stupid as fuck.
And you worried about how you look instead of, making that bread and establishing yourself.
Y'all think those white people give a shit about how they look when they get y'all money?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying, sister? You don't give a fuck how they don't care how you look at them looking like, oh, look at he coming to Walmart looking all dirty and dirty nails and dirty as fuck. But his money good. His money clean.
Yep.
Yeah, well, sometimes we're too caught up in fucking cosmetics as opposed to being caught up in cost analysis. So, I mean, that's kind of a problem, man, that we notice often in Black society, man. How shit looks is irrelevant, okay? Because if you see me on a normal working day, shit, I'm covered with dirt, grease, hydraulic fluid, oil, all kinds of shit. But when I reach in my motherfucking pocket, though,
there go that knot.
When I reach in my pocket and pull it out, I pull out these.
Right.
See? Okay? And when I go and buy shit, the money would be all greasy and shit. I love it. I love it. I love handing them over 2 and 3 motherfucking stacks of hundreds with fucking oil all over them. All over them. All right? So that's what we need to get away from, man, as Black people. We need to get away from how shit looks, man.
Yeah.
Because that's the short part of it, man. Like I said, I mean, you see me, man. If you was to see me on a regular day, brother BMT, you wouldn't even fucking recognize me. You could walk right up to my fucking garage and see me out there. You'd be like, is X here? Is this X's shop? I'll be standing right in front of you. Yeah, I'll be standing right in front of you. Because it's not like I do it like this. So, I mean, we gotta get away from how shit looks, man, and get more focused on the long goal, man, the long-term goal, man, the long-term goal for us, the long-term goal for our children, grandchildren, all that shit, man. We need to be more focused on that kind of stuff, man. See, we so focused on the fucking accoutrements and the fucking cosmetics of things, and we're not thinking the long game, man. We thinking right now. We're not thinking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, as if that shit's never gonna come.
Right.
It's gonna come, man. All you gotta do is live to fucking see it. All right? If you live to see it, the next thing you know, your black ass gonna be 10 years older. All right? Motherfucker, you ain't gonna be 20 forever, 30 forever, 40 forever, 50 forever. You're not. And you need to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said the shit I said about this weed shit. I mean, this weed shit has potential. Now, does it have potential for everybody? Of course not. All right? Doesn't have potential for everybody.
But for people who are going to work hard to,
it has potential.
Their passion is something they're dealing with every day. They may want to make money off.
Yeah. And you might want to pick your black ass up out the hood and go move somewhere to where it's happening at.
Right. Yeah. True.
Because it ain't happening in that fucking hood of yours.
Right.
You ain't doing shit there anyway. Motherfucker, you ain't got no job. You ain't got no fucking money. Your ass broke. Shit. Why not put some money together and go somewhere where something's actually happening at?
Yeah.
That's another fucking thing about us, man. We don't want to go where things are happening at. We want to stay right in that fucking circle. We live and die there. Look this shit up. I know people think I'll be bullshit when I say this. 70%, somewhere between 70 and 75% of black folks, that's 3 out of every 4 fucking black people, never leave a 50 square mile fucking radius.
That is deep. That's some
of where they live or where they were born.
That's mental slavery. That is
3 out of 4 people.
That's mental slavery right there.
That in itself is a goddamn problem. That's why it ain't more of us heading west, starting weed farms.
Right.
We scared.
Most blacks can be found in, like I said, most blacks can be found on the East Coast. When it comes to the West Coast, they dump straight over to doggone the West Coast, far closer to the water. Yeah. I don't know if they trying to see Africa or some shit or whatever they trying to get close to the water, but when it comes to talking about what's in the Middle East, where farmland is at, oh, niggas go scarce. It gets scarce.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it again, where like I told y'all, man. And here's the thing about it. Here's the kicker. Let's say y'all don't want to be the farmer. Go into logistics. Be the logistics person for the pharmaceutical person. If you don't want to do that, there's different things. You can do shipping and handling. You can do transport. There's different, like, it's $1 billion corporating business that has not fully opened yet. It hasn't been monopolized yet.
Yeah. You don't just have to be a farmer, man. There's so many things behind that, man. You could be a fucking accountant, man. You can be a distributor. You can be a fucking deal maker. You can be a motherfucking, representative for the farm. Yeah. You could be spokesman for the fucking company. Yeah. You could be the motherfucker who owns the trucking company who ships the shit.
Right. And do your contracts with them. Yeah.
You'll never run out of
it's not like everybody gonna be on the farm, because it takes more than a farm to make it happen. Because it got to get from the goddamn farm to the dispensary. So you need more than a farm. You need a farm and then some. You're going to need trucks. You're going to need a storehouse, warehouse. You're going to need motherfuckers to come in and do pesticide and all that kind of bullshit, because wherever there's shit growing at, you got? You got rodents. You got vermin. You got shit. You got motherfuckers who need to do the pest control. You got to have motherfucker there to make sure your fucking irrigation and shit is correct. So you talking a whole bunch of different types of jobs that can come from the fucking marijuana, the marijuana plantation, if you want to call it that, or the marijuana farm. Many different jobs can come from that. It's not all going to be farming and driving tractors. Of course, that's part of it, but that's only going to be a small part of it, because all that other shit on the back end. Shit, I wouldn't mind. Shit, I would work inside of a weed dispensary. I'd be in that motherfucker peddling weed and shit. I wouldn't mind doing that. A couple days out the week, I come in there, sell some weed. Just like the people who work in Walmart and Target. You know how you see them, they be sticking shit in their pocket. I'd be doing this. I'd be doing the same shit if I worked at the weed store. Stuffing some of that shit in my pocket.
I see we like to do dog on body. Here's the thing about it, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. My father is a farmer. His children, me, my brother, my sister, we're aquaponic, hydroponic farmers. Now, a lot of people don't know what those type of farmers are, and that we had to study up on it. Those are the type of farmers that grow their product on the water. We don't use the ground. We actually go. We take tubs, or we take pools, and we fill them up. We grow fish. We take the fish fertilizer, transport it around, and actually feed it to the plants, and the plants can grow year round.
Now, because of the fertilizer.
Yep. Now the thing about it is, you don't hear much about those type of farmers. They can go anywhere. Now the thing about it was, whenever we went to the conventions, there were no black people. It was only just us two. You honestly, it would honestly be funny, but they thought we were ITT grads and shit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it was, we just read. All we did, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not even a textbook reader. All I said, listen, if y'all show me what I need to do, and I can see it and I can touch it, I can do it.
Yeah.
My brother was a reader. My sister, she was the techie. I was the person I didn't mind taking a wrench and all the stuff and banging my way until I figured it out. Mm-hmm. But see, everybody's gonna have their place. But see, the thing about it, we gotta understand that black folks, we gotta start being willing to get outside of our norm. Everybody don't have to dribble a goddamn basketball. Yeah. Everybody don't have to go into.
We gotta get out of our comfort zone.
We got to, man.
Yep.
Got to. I try to tell one guy, listen, man. He said, he's good at YouTube, but he's only good at working behind the scenes on YouTube videos. So I said, listen, man, you don't have to be in front of the camera.
Right.
Work behind the camera. Everybody don't have to be seen. Maybe it's Prophet's gift to be seen, and maybe it's your gift behind the scene to make sure that the videos get edited. That's just as important. But see, we downplay ourselves and think that what I do is not important because I'm not being seen.
Right, but it's not always about being seen. Just like people who make music, right? There are people who write those songs and they're not seen, they're not known, but guess what? They make more than the artist who's performing the music.
They
You know what
actually
I
do.
mean? So
Yep, they
sometimes
showing up
being
there.
behind the scene is the place to be, but everybody has their place. Everybody just has to find what they're comfortable with and then go forward with it. And even really when you're not comfortable with it, that's when you need to go forward with it even more. Like
Right.
me, I'll go for stuff or like positions and jobs that people will be shocked that I'm even go like, what are you doing? Like what, just to challenge my own self. You understand?
Mhm.
Just to, for me, you know. So I think it depends on the thought process, but we have to get out of being afraid. You know what I mean? Because as a people, we're very afraid. We're very, you know, closed in, and at the same time, we so, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
towards each other, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when it comes to like outside situations or people or whatever, then we kind of change up. You know, we get that kind of fear depending on, you know what I mean, what the situation is. So most definitely, if especially if we under like the mindset where, you know, we were the first people and the whole planet is ours, not just Africa and all that, then you have to think like that. You know, not just this projects or, you know, just Brownsville or just whatever hood, wherever you from, or if it's Cali or whatever
Right.
hood you from, you not just that hood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're a product of the hood, but you're not, that's not all you are. You know what I mean? You could
Mhm.
be a product of the hood and be so much more, you know what I mean, for yourself and to others, you know. But moving past that, moving forward, you know what I mean, some of us have to learn how to do that, you know what I mean. With certain things in my life I had to learn how to do that, you know.
Right.
So just got to move forward. That's it, point, period, point blank. Especially if there's something that you're not too sure about or you don't know, that should make you push yourself even more. You know what I mean, we all
Right.
go through our fads and our depression and have bad days or have a every day it's a bad day, you know, but we prove ourselves to be strong because we got past it, we got through it, you know what I mean.
Right.
So
I I think people. I think one of the biggest things. Well, I used to hear people say Martin Luther King fucked us up, and I said, "Damn, how y'all say?" Well, he got us integration. We were better off without integration. I said he wanted y'all to go out there and compete. He wanted y'all to say, "Listen, you, my man, my black brother can do the same work just as good and not better as that white man. So you need to pay him not no doggone $2 and you pay that man $7. You need to pay him his just desserts, if not that better." That's why he said we here to get that check.
mm-hmm.
So when he said that, he was literally speaking in authority that listen, we here to get this check. Like, listen, now you said that we can compete with you. That to me, that's what I took it as.
Yeah.
So when you saying that, I look at the black community as a separate entity. And then what happens is it births out individuals who can do something.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stay in there and you say, I'm the fastest runner, how do we know you're the fastest runner if you don't go out there and race against other schools? Because every time when they said Negroes can't play baseball, guess what? What do? They say, well, come play against us. And they got their asses whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Negroes can't play basketball. Guess what happened? They got their asses cooked. Negroes don't know science. Go watch Hidden Figures. They had 3 black women in there
Yeah.
doing mathematics. No, mind you, they were fucking with them the whole time, but they were doing this stuff. Y'all understand? The black people back then were so hungry, but they said, if you just give me that one shot to compete against you,
Right, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah, facts. Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm trying to tell black people when y'all say that y'all want. Why are you telling your best that we should just back away from the white? No, I'm going to step to the white man. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid to throw my hands with him. That's why Muhammad Ali said, "Send me your best. I will whoop his behind."
Right. Just to challenge his own self.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, yeah. And that's the thing about it. It brought pride to the people. They said, listen, Muhammad said, if I can do it, you can do it too. And there were brothers that say, nah, hey, Ali, don't do that. Don't do that. They're going to get the man. Good. But that means they understand they're going to take us serious. I want them to take it serious. When they see a brother like X and he's fixing them goddamn engines, shit, that means But the other person, the white woman going to look at him like, well, shit, y'all charging me this price, but this brother charging that price. But his work is good. His work is good. And it's fast. So I'm gonna take it over there. I know my lawnmower engine is gonna get fixed before the end of the day. Y'all take at least about, I'll get it back by the end of the week.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But see, we need it where y'all brother. I'm telling you, this is why I try to tell y'all brother, get y'all LLCs, man. It don't cost but $50, or it don't cost that much money, man. Take some money and put it aside for yourself. If you know there's a goddamn woman that can cook her ass off, listen, man, y'all need to go rent her out, go get her a goddamn vehicle.
Right.
You can go chauffeur the vehicle, go by Dollar General, go get some goddamn plates, buy her the ingredients, and listen, baby, you cook, I'll deliver.
Right.
And we'll go get legit. We'll take the first paycheck, we'll legitimize ourselves, slap it on the goddamn side of the vehicle, and cater to schools and wherever we gotta go. It's not like there's not money out here. Yeah. The fact about it is we're not getting it. We get it. Mm-hmm. But I think that's what makes us angry is that our people aren't getting it. So then when we die off, we worry like, yo, did they get the message? Did y'all really get it? Because now, understand, there's not really a politician up there talking for us right now. Yeah. So we got to understand right now, until we raise that next black man or woman to step in that seat and speak our points of view, we got to start stepping up on our own shit.
Yeah, and move past the fear.
You got
that's our problem, being fearful, being scared.
We fear a lot of shit. That's why we ain't jumping on this fucking weed bandwagon. But I mean, we about to close out. I want to thank y'all for coming through tonight. You know, I definitely want to thank my brother BMT, always here for me on Thursday. That's my dude right there, man.
That's what's up. I always got y'all back, brother.
We gotta, next week, you know, you gotta come back next Thursday, man. You know, you gotta come back next Thursday because you know next Thursday we're gonna go back to the more serious topics. I just wanted to have a little fun tonight, you know, fuck around. I had Teach in the house tonight, you know, little something special. Y'all didn't know that was gonna happen, you know. But
we tried to surprise y'all yesterday, but
yeah, shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my shit yesterday, but it's back to where it's supposed to be. Y'all are gonna see more of Teacher Tanisha around here. Okay, that's a fact. She might even be hosting this motherfucker one night. I'll be somewhere else. I'll be somewhere smoking weed while she's doing the show.
You gonna be chilling with my sister, like. Yeah,
she'll be hosting the show. I'll be somewhere smoking a motherfucking joint. But I appreciate you, brother BMT, for coming through. I appreciate everybody in the chat. My mods always doing what they got to do. I appreciate the donations tonight. Because I see that I got a few donations tonight and some super chats. So I'm always gonna appreciate that because I appreciate y'all. What I need y'all to do, get on down there to Prophet of Thought series, Prophet of Thought, one word, series, the next word on Facebook. Get on down there. That's the main page, community page. Go ahead, follow the page, like the page, share the page. You can even leave me a message on the page, and I guarantee to get back to you within 24 and 168 hours.
And that Instagram, we go start getting that Instagram for the Prophet of Thought.
Yeah,
series
well, I have.
popping.
They know I got a Prophet of Thought Instagram. They just don't get on the motherfucker.
No, but it's coming, and then we'll be doing some quick little lives.
Y'all gonna see some shit, y'all, because y'all know, you know, I always give y'all different looks, boy. You know, I give y'all a few different looks. But like T said, go ahead, check us out on WhatsApp and Instagram. That's Prophet of Thought. Leave out the series on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. You're guaranteed to get a follow back. Now, this is where we have the rub with you black ass Negroes right now. I need you to get your black behind down there to Twitter. The Twitter handle is at TPOT Media on Twitter. That's at TPOT Media on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, because if you don't, I will haunt you in your dreams for the next 5 years.
Don't know about it. For 5 years?
For the next 5 years, I will haunt you.
That's serious.
In your dreams. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Good show tonight. We got to laugh and bullshit a little bit, but we'll be right back here next week with a serious topic. Okay, same time, same station. We're probably gonna be back here Wednesday night as well. It all depends on what my work schedule look like. Cause
Yeah, and mine too.
Wednesday's kind of rough for a brother, y'all. It's a rough night, but I'm always committed to try to give y'all at least one show a week because I appreciate y'all and I'm glad. What's good, brother AM1? I see you up there. You know, I always want to give y'all a show at least once a week. And like I said, next week we're gonna get back to business, but I wanted to have a little fun tonight because Teach was in the crib. Once again, I want to thank my brother BMT. I also want to thank teacher Tanisha for coming through tonight. Any last words before we peel out, Teach?
Much love, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for the love. And it was a cool surprise, right, y'all? Y'all wasn't expecting this because usually I'm reporting from New York, but I'm here now, so in the same state now, so it's cool.
Yeah, you'll see more Teach here, guaranteed.
Word.
Brother BMT, man, we got to link up, man. You got to hit me up, brother, so we can do something. You know, even if
definitely
before next week.
I'm gonna try to get you over to podcasting.
Okay.
Because
hit me up.
Yeah, I'm
you got my shit. You got all my info. Hit me up, man.
You know that.
Maybe
it's a whole untapped source for us to talk, and they can't monetize it.
No, that's what's up.
So
he was like freedom.
Believe me, I'm off the rail when I podcast.
I was fucked up, man, for a while. You know, they took my super chats and shit, man. They took my super chats, man. They had my shit suspended for like 60 fucking days. I just got it back the other day.
Yeah, it was crazy how they didn't let the live.
And then last night I couldn't even fucking go live. My shit was all fucked up. I thought they had took my goddamn streaming privileges, so I wrote them motherfuckers. And today it's on. Well, obviously it's on because I'm up here. But yeah, so I mean, we back in business now because I know my folks like to super chat and talk shit while they super chat. So, you know, that's something they like. I mean, they'll donate on Streamlabs and shit too, but they like to do the super chat shit, you know, so they can talk shit and say whatever little bullshit they want to say. So, you know, it's all good. So, once again, man, my brother, hit me up tomorrow, man. We're going to talk, right? We're going to talk about this podcast shit.
Yeah.
All right? My brother BMT, me for teacher Tanisha.
Peace, family.
Peace, family.
With that,
much love.
I will leave you.
Yes.
With 3 words. Like I always do.
Right.
Open your mind. Dark exit.
Hey.
Peace, folks.
Hey.
Dark exit.
Oh my God.
You understand? Open your mind. Dark XoDus. You know. You understand? Yes. Open your mind. Dark Exodus. Dark Exodus. Dark Exodus. Only from TV.